me. Okay. Hey, y'all. We think we're live. I'm trying to find us. My phone's a little slow when it comes to that.
Up here. There.
Yeah, there we are. Yes, it just takes me a while, but I get it. How is everybody today? This is
Oh shit, wait a minute. I got this in here. I can't hear you.
Oh, okay. Hang on.
One, two, there you go.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Had to fix something. It's a beautiful day here. Cloudier than what normally it is, but still really nice. Nice little breeze going on. And it feels like we're in Florida. Hey. Hi, Gregory. How are you? Yeah, it's just one of those days, just a lazy day, lazy Wednesday. And Buddy's got his Chewy down here, but he's wanting Daddy to give him cookies.
Where's your Chewy at?
His Chewy's right there.
Oh.
So I said he's waiting for cookies. And you know, he don't eat those cookies any other time. That's kind of strange. But, oh well. Hey, Susan. Glad you made it. Yeah. And I forget where you're at, Susan. Yeah. Oh, Catherine Jacobson says it's going to be 80 and sunny today. Well, that's good. Yep. And Vicki on Paradise said, hello, guys. A little rainy and cooler in PA, but we are set to have 2 nice days, Thursday and Friday. Well, that's something right there. You know, and Mother's Day is coming up, and so it's a good time to go shopping. Yes. Frank says, aloha, Sue and Mr. Skip. Loud and clear. And Buddy. Yeah, cookies of the day, oatmeal, iced oatmeal. I said he loves those iced oatmeal for some reason. I'd get sick of them myself, but I'd want something different, but he seems to like those, so. Oh, Susan, you're in the Village of Hawkins. Okay. Yeah, then, yeah, we're supposed to be sunny and 80, and I think we're getting close to that 80 mark. But it's still nice because there's a little bit of a breeze. You know what? It was so funny. Yesterday I was walking Buddy. Now, yesterday morning was kind of chilly compared to what we've been having. You know, after that 90-degree stuff, you get in the 50s and you're thinking, what the heck? But yeah, yesterday was kind of breezy, and then, you know, by the middle of the day it was nice and warm and sunny and just an all-around good day. But I was looking at, when I walked in yesterday evening, I was looking at my watch, and it said it was 80 degrees, and there was a breeze going, and it almost felt chilly. And I thought, how goofy is that, you know? I am really a Floridian now. Let's see. Rich A says, hi from Warminster, Pennsylvania, 54 and light rain. We had 32 nights in a row. Wow. Yeah, well, I forget you guys are still in springtime, so you're still going to get some of that cold. I didn't expect it here, though, but what can I say? This has been the weirdest year. I mean, just really, for weather, it's been the weirdest year. And I'm hoping we get some rain, because I'm not liking these one-day watering restrictions, because with the heat, this poor grass can't take much of it. So they're talking now about how hard it is on the golf courses to restrict the watering and everything, and they're always trying to fix the something on the golf courses. And I said, with less water, it makes it even harder. So. Oh, and Carol Apostol says, love your red shirt. I keep telling him it's not red, but he thinks it's red. So I guess maybe you think so too. It's salmon. Oh, and John Leader says, my husband and our son live in Middleton, unfortunately. Well, you know, Middleton's a nice place. But like I said, if you can't be there, that might be the unfortunately part. Vicky on Paradise said we had to bring in all of our hanging plants the last
Buddy.
2 nights because we had frost. Wow.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Buddy.
we're
Buddy.
big trucks. We're fortunately past that phase, I hope. Like I said, it did get down, like I said, to
Be quiet.
like
Get over here and lay
58,
down.
59, something like that. The other day it was a cold front to come through, but it's gone, so we don't have to worry about that now. Gina Bina says, hey, Skip and Sue. Haven't heard from you for a while, Gina Bina. Craig the Sailor says, hey. And Mary wants to know why you're so quiet.
Well, it seems like every Wednesday we come out here. Nothing goes on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And then when you come out to do this every Wednesday, it's always this. Guy over here now going to mow the grass right next door. He's over there going to do something over there. Or it starts to rain. Or how many times do we come out here, there's nothing going on, then all of a sudden it starts to get windy.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just the nature. You can't do much about that. Oh, Carolyn Sandy says, hi, you two. Jean.
Huh?
Jean.
Oh.
Says
Hi,
hi.
Gene.
Hey, Jean, haven't talked to you in a while. Thought about you the other day. I started to call you, and I got anxious doing something else and didn't. Oh, beautiful flowers. Anxious to buy flowers and plant next month. Yeah, I was really, really anxious to get this stuff out, and because we lost a few things with the freeze this year, which was unusual, and I couldn't find the plants that I wanted at the time, so I kind of took all the big box stores. They have a specialty that they put out every year, and I mean it's all of them. So it must be what the greenhouses are growing, because if one store has peonies, everybody's got peonies. This year it was petunias. Last year it was vinca. So it seems like all of them come out with the most of one thing all the time. You can get all different kinds, but this is what they have the most of at the time. And that's why I said I really wanted more vinca, and I can get them, but they had a really hard time with getting them out early. I think everything was kind of late this year. And Carol, most of these come from Lowe's, and I got a couple from Home Depot, but they don't do. They didn't have as many as I wanted, so most of them come from Lowe's. But and then some of them I got seeds. I got envelopes full of seeds, and from one year to the next I just use those seeds. So, and the vincas really grow. If you've never grown vincas before, we have some over here in the mulch that was voluntary. I didn't plant them because the seeds just blow around so much. But okay, yeah. Jay Leader says, hello, we love watching your husband's news. He does a good job on that news. He does. Now, I don't watch all of it sometimes because I read it in the paper, and, I get the news beforehand, so I don't watch all his videos. I do watch them, I just don't always watch all of them. But he does a good job. And he said, well, they love hearing the truth. That, that's what it's all about, is you're hearing the truth. And you can have a million different views on everything. But, yeah. Denise Kills is here. And Jay Leader says Middleton is very quiet and we are from New York and it's a little creepy. I can figure that. And Denise says, I love Skip's news. Yeah, a lot of people do. A lot of people from Middleton are bad news. That's why I stay in and read our Bibles. Hallelujah. Second coming of Jesus is coming. Okay. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of new people on here today. I don't think I've heard from Jay Leader. I don't think I've heard from Nomad Biking Adventures. There's a lot of wildfires going on. They show it on the news. They're showing, because they have like a red when we're in the bad fire zone, and it goes from red to pink to, that kind of thing. And so they're showing a lot of them on the map for Florida going on right now, because we're just so dry. We're in the middle of a drought, and we've had some wind. The last couple days we've had wind, and I always complained about the wind in Texas when we were there. I love Texas, but it was always a 20-mile-an-hour wind, and of course we were close to the Gulf. That made a difference. But yeah, last few days we've had that wind, and so with the dry that we've had, the drought we've had, and all the trees and bushes and everything are dry, and so yeah, wildfires just cropping up everywhere. And some of them aren't big. Some of them I've seen on the news, they aren't big ones, and they're able to put them out right away, but some of them aren't. So, let's see. And Barbara in North Carolina says we are in stage 1 drought in Raleigh. It's not just us, I know. I mean, we have a problem with it, but a lot of people that we've had strange weather this year. We've had some of the coldest air. We've had some of the driest months. Our hurricane season starts in June, so I'm hoping. And they was talking about a tropical storm that was out in the Atlantic, I think, this morning, but it kind of poofed out. So I'm hoping we don't start that hurricane season early. June 1st is our start of hurricane season, but you never know. Well, Jay says, I heard the wind last night. It starts howling, plus we have the blast center by our house, and our whole house shakes and rattles like an earthquake. Wow, well, you just didn't get in the best place, Jay Leader. I didn't know it was that they had that problem in Middleton. Hey, Kathy B. Nomadic Ice Biking Adventures says watching flood in hill country. Wow. Well, that's what I said. It's just been weird all over. It's not just us. Alfonso Smith's a little chilly and windy in Allentown, Pennsylvania, but feel warm watching you two guys porch setting. Yeah, like I said, it's very nice here. It's like I said, it's supposed to get up to 80, and a little bit at a time. I said we got a lot of clouds today, so I think that's what makes it feel chilly even when it isn't chilly, is because of the cloud cover, and we've got a lot of cloud cover today. I think probably 2 or 3 days they're predicting some rain, but not a lot. No. Okay, and Denise says Skip's News is the best. It's the real deal. No sugarcoating. Well, I like it better when he laughs, but.
Oh, you should see the news before I edit it.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, it takes a lot of editing to get there.
Yeah, sometimes I'm in there 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning because I watch the news. If you guys don't know what I'm doing with the news now, it's different than what it was.
Oh. It's the Amazon guy. Buddy. He just hates big trucks. I don't care what, this one doesn't even
Every
make noise.
Wednesday. Generally, it's peaceful and quiet around here all day long, 24 hours a day, nothing going on, but on Wednesday. I don't understand Wednesday.
I don't know. I think it's because it's the middle of the week. Oh, Kathy B says there's a Hurricane Expo at Everglades Rec Center, May 1st. I was waiting to hear when they was going to do that, because if you've never been, and I said, if you're staying down here or living down here, go at least once. Go at least to the expo, and they've got a lot of vendors there that you wouldn't think of it to have anything to do with hurricanes, but they do, and the Humane Center is there to tell you what to do with your animals, and they give out gift packages, which is pretty good. You get a lot of stuff, but there's also they have packages from the drugstores that usually has disinfectant and things like that. There's places that make what is the food what do they call that food that they make for disasters that lasts forever?
I don't know.
Well, anyhow, I said food that you'd have in a disaster, or they
You don't want it because it's what the Army has.
Well, but like I said, in a disaster, if you need to eat, you'll eat it. But you know,
Eat your dog.
like I said, they have a lot of things there that you wouldn't think about, and they do a lot of demonstrations and stuff, and they give you info, and that's really
It's
really
just
what
like
you
that
need.
stuff you buy in a store. It's all freeze-dried stuff. Add some hot water to it or whatever. But years ago, in the truck stops, which we have none anymore, I've said that a million times because it's true. People think we have a truck stop. We have no truck stops. So anyway, it was called heater meals, Heater meals. And I don't know if you can get them on Amazon or not, but I've had them as a truck driver. You throw them in your truck. You don't need refrigeration. You don't need anything.
Yeah.
And then there's a little packet. I forget what's magnesium, I think. And all you have to do is you open that up, you pour a little water on it, and you slide it back into the box and wait 20 minutes, and you take it out. It's hot and ready to go, and they taste pretty good. And they used to be $5 a meal.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, there's vendors there at the Hurricane Expo that show you that stuff. They have that stuff for sale, and
The vendors will show you the things they have for sale.
well, I mean, there's different kinds, of course.
Right, but they
And
never tell you about some of the other stuff that might be better.
Well, like I said, there may be more than one vendor there. But I mean, that's the kind of stuff you find at the Hurricane Expo. Plus, you get information. They give you phone numbers and information in case there is a disaster,
Does
what you're supposed to do.
Hooters have a representative there?
I don't know. Yeah. Let's see.
Buddy, he's in a mood today.
Yeah, he's in a mood today. Brad Chase says hundreds of passengers on the Amtrak train in Florida were left stranded for nearly 24 hours after wildfires broke out near the tracks, disrupting service. Yeah, that's something you don't think about unless we don't see a lot of it here. But I know if you go on farther south, on the interstate or the turnpike, there's smoke blowing across the interstate. You think about if it was very thick, what kind of a problem that would be.
Well, what they do, because I was actually in that once, I was going down to Miami to make a delivery years ago, and they had a swamp fire. Smoke gets out and gets very thick. You're not allowed to drive. They block the highway off. And then they escort you through the smoke to the other side.
Yeah, and like I said, it's I'm surprised at Amtrak, but yeah.
Actually, one of the advantages of being on a train. There ain't no stopping them.
Yeah. Well, what do you think Amtrak is?
What I'm saying is you don't need to see anything to drive. He never has to stop.
But
It could be thick fog, so thick that cars can't even drive, but the train can keep going.
well, this one stopped the Amtrak for 24 hours.
Where for what?
He just said in Florida.
Because Amtrak, I swear to God, I think Amtrak is, I don't know.
So the delays on Monday were caused by 2 brush fires near the Clay County, Putnam County line in northern Florida.
Remember,
Okay, so
they
that's
stopped WrestleMania's Amtrak because it was cold,
Well,
basically.
they'd had a snowstorm, yeah.
Oh, it had snow.
Well,
Oh my gosh, on
Oh,
a
my
train,
goodness.
and they had snow.
let's see.
Oh my God, look at, how'd this get wet?
Huh? You dumped your coffee.
I did?
Yeah. When you first set it down there.
Damn. I'm not eating a soggy cookie.
Buddy will eat it.
I don't think he will. He's pickier than I am.
Oh, well.
You want that?
Um,
Take the whole thing.
Now, Jay Leader says the trains in New York City are crazy.
What?
The trains in New York City?
Everything in New York City's crazy. You got a communist leader, what can I tell you?
Oh, well, okay. Well, like I say, I've never been in New York City. Skip has, but I haven't. And
I did. I can see the fascination of visiting it. I don't see, unless you are in the business, I don't see any reason why anybody would want to live there.
I know, but a lot of people are city people. We're not, but a lot of people are.
Most of the people there, well, I go back years ago. I haven't been there lately, but years ago, most of the people there, I swear the ones that I run into, half of them didn't even know how to speak English.
Yeah. Well, that happens.
It's just one of them cities where, I don't know why, but a lot of immigrants migrate there.
Oh, and he said the auto train service was canceled Monday.
For what? That's what I'm asking, is for what? So it's canceled Monday. Hey, they canceled it Tuesday. The question is for what?
Wildfires. Wildfires.
I haven't had anything to drink either.
Maybe that's the problem. Drink more coffee. Eat more cookies. Oh, and Jay said we lived in Staten Island. Well, there's a few people on here that live there.
Ain't
And,
that where Brad's from?
I never get it right whether Staten Island or Long Island.
I think he's from Long Island.
That's what I said. I never get it right. So let's see. And thanks, Joanne, whatever you meant. I'm assuming you probably mean my flowers because I don't see all I see is Sue Yor.
What does it say?
Sue Yor. So I think she's probably talking about the flowers.
Oh.
Okay. The mayor of New York City said free buses. Okay. If the train's not running, I guess they have to, right?
Free buses. I don't know where people get this idea, and I'm dead serious. Who gets this idea that anything is free?
Because of the train.
Anything.
Because of the train not running, the mayor says free buses.
Free buses.
Yeah.
Nothing is free.
Okay.
Somebody's buying the gas. Somebody's paying that bus driver.
Okay.
Somebody owns the bus.
Oh, and Brad says they are also in Staten Island. I knew it was one or the other, Brad. I just couldn't. I can't never remember.
Brad said what?
They're Staten Island too.
I thought he said Long Island.
Well, like I said,
Maybe he is. I don't know.
No,
What
he
do I know?
says Staten Island. So.
You know, all I know is Brad lives where the mafia lived. He lives not too far from where that big famous mafia cemetery is at too. So
Oh, okay.
everybody keeps saying it's this other place, but all I know is when you do the history on it, all the big guys, the Gambino family, all of them are in that cemetery.
Wow. Oh, and Tammy says hello. Jay Doerr said we lived in Annandale. Brad said they lived in Arden Heights, so they know where each other lived. That's cool. And
So-
and now you're in the villages.
He's getting ready to go back up there though, right? For something?
Yeah, they just got some business to do up there. Yeah.
What business? He sold his house and moved down here. There is no business.
I didn't ask him. It wasn't my business.
Well, I do. There's only one business after you retire and come down here is to go back home for a funeral or a wedding.
No, like I said, they've got it planned, so I'm sure it's not a funeral.
I'm going to ask.
Well, it's none of your business.
That's why I'm going to ask. It's none of my business.
Brad, tell him it's none of his business. Oh, my goodness. Yep, Staten Island no more. Yeah, and he says, I love Florida, the free state.
The free state, yeah. There ain't nothing free.
Oh, that's what DeSantis says, though. That's
Well,
what he calls it.
look, I don't do politics. It's probably a good thing I don't because I'd probably piss everybody. And I have people moving out of the state of Florida because of what I would do. But there are some things and it ain't just Florida, that I've been preaching this for the longest time, but I never can get that right ear to hear what I'm saying. There's certain things in this world that is fair, and one of them is, and how many years have I been talking about that certain people over a certain age, pick an age, I don't care what age, that they shouldn't have to pay property tax. My dad, your mom and dad, they struggled in their older age for medicine, food, all this and that. And if they didn't have to pay that $2,000 or $3,000 a year at that time for property tax, that would have helped a lot.
Oh, yeah. I'm with you on that. I think most people are.
But
and that's
DeSantis is talking about doing away with all property taxes. I don't see where that's going to work. That's just me.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, because if they do away with property taxes, just think of how many billions of dollars we pay right here on every house.
Yeah.
Where's that money going to come from later?
That's what I said. They got to replace
So
it
we're
somehow.
not going to win anything. We're going to pay later on something else. But what I'm saying is, like military or pick a reason. I don't know the health benefits. I don't know, but let's say pick 70, age 70. Anybody at the age of 70 and older, you don't pay property tax anymore. Period. I think that's fair.
Yeah, and like I said, when people spend years paying for their property, they should be able to say, it's mine.
It's mine.
Yeah.
You know, well, actually, you can't say that here either. You can't say your property's yours. I mean, even if you didn't pay property taxes, you really can't say this property's yours. Well, there's an easement out there, so you can't do nothing there,
Well,
right?
yeah.
You have to do the landscaping a certain way so somebody don't complain.
Yeah.
So, is it really yours?
Well, I don't know. Like I say, it's a good idea.
All I know is on the farm, the only people that had anything to say about anything I did was the cows.
Oh, Kathy B says she's taking the auto train on May 2nd. I think they replaced some tracks affected by the fire. Oh.
What fire?
Huh?
Everybody keeps talking about a fire. What fire? Is half the United States on fire?
Are you not listening?
No, I don't listen to much what you have to say.
Well, he said northern Florida was
Yeah.
having all these wildfires that was affecting the
I don't know
tracks.
anything about no wildfire. Never heard anything about it.
Are you watching the news? You give the news, but are you watching the news?
I'm watching what?
The news.
Not today, I haven't. And when I do watch the news, I usually watch what's going on over in Iran.
Oh,
I think that's more important.
Well, you know, if and when I watch the weather, they always have a
Is the
tracker.
weather news?
It's on the news. They have news and weather. But when
So
they
that's why
show
they have a weather channel and not a news
I
channel?
don't watch the Weather Channel.
You don't watch the Weather Channel?
I don't watch the Weather Channel.
Hmm.
And then everybody's raving about Max Velocity online. And I got to say, he's pretty, he makes pretty good sense. He really does. Some of these weather channels are just too much. And
The only thing I seen on the news today, when I was on my phone messing around, is I seen some kind of an alert about a major snowstorm. But I don't know where, when, or why.
yeah, I know that, who was it? Trying to think of where it was at because somebody did get a major snowstorm.
Yeah, I didn't read it. You know why?
What?
I don't care.
Oh. And Kathy B says there were some brush fires near Jacksonville. Okay.
Jacksonville. Mm-hmm. Jacksonville? That can't be.
That's what it said, northern Florida. Is that not
Well, it can't be
Jacksonville?
nothing big in Jacksonville. We've been.
Well, if they had to replace some track, it had to be pretty big.
Yeah, there ain't much in Jacksonville except buildings.
This is a railroad track.
Where it goes through Jacksonville, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing there. Must be somewhere before Jacksonville or after Jacksonville.
Whatever.
But not in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Do I have
Gina
to
Bena
Google
says
this?
all senior citizen retirees should not pay property taxes. No. Like I said, after a certain point, I just think it should be yours.
Brad says, yeah, it's the New York water that makes the pizza and bagels so good.
Yeah.
Aren't they going to open like a New York bagel shop down there at Eastport there somewhere?
It actually opened today.
Oh, did it?
Today or yesterday, Jeff's Bagel
Well,
Run.
what I'm getting at is Brad knows the New York bagels and how good they are. Everybody knows because they're all made by Jewish people up there, the real ones. That's where they're made. So if he goes down and tries them, he can give us a good assessment of what he thinks.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, let us know. Brad, go down and check out Jeff's Bagels. I think I had it on my list here somewhere. But yeah, check out Jeff's Bagels. It's in a really good area over there. And
Jay Leader says, someone just burnt down the Amazon factory. Must be a warehouse. They don't have a factory. Live on Facebook because the CEO makes too much money and they weren't getting paid. Well, I got two opinions about that. One is, we don't tell a company how much they have to pay anybody. Either you want your job or do you not want your job, period. That's how it works. That's how it's always worked.
they do have a minimum wage.
Yes, they do.
But it's goofy.
But as long as they're paying that or above that or whatever, even if it's a bonus system, we don't tell the CEO what you have to pay me. The CEO tells you, here's what we're going to offer you. And then you can say yes or no.
Right.
You don't burn things down. Second of all, anyway, I've said enough because if I say anything else, I'll cuss.
And Brad says they're going back in mid-May to visit friends after attending an 80th birthday party in
You mean at your age you still
Lancaster.
have friends? All of mine are dead.
Yeah.
Well, all my northern friends, I'll say, are dead. But we've made friends here in the villages. So, that's what really makes it hard. So they don't tell you this. That's what makes it hard when the day comes you think, I think I'm going to move out for whatever reason that is. It's hard to move out because you've made so many friends here.
Yeah. Same way with up there. I mean, usually when you move down here, it's a matter of grandkids and great grandkids and that kind of thing. But like after you've been here a while, it's a matter of leaving all your friends here because you've kind of lost touch with everybody up there. So.
Well, we don't keep up with anybody up there because they're all dead.
Well,
Well, Gene ain't.
And we've got a few. We still got a kid up there, a grandkid up there.
A great grandkid.
We got
Is he
Dalton.
is he great?
No,
Grand.
he's
I'm
grand.
getting goddamn old. I swear I can't remember nothing anymore.
And Allie's too are great. No. Okay. Craig the Sailor says the property tax exemption would be only for homestead properties. Thus, investment properties would still pay it.
That sounds
I'm
fair.
okay with
that
that.
sounds fair.
Airbnb and rentals, also commercial properties, it would still impact local government. It's still a lot of money either way.
Well, still though, I don't think that sounds fair, because if you're an investor like I have here and they'll buy 10 or 20 of those things, they should pay property tax, because that's an investment for them to make money. They're going to sell it. It's not a. I would say people, if it's declared your primary residence, those are the ones that shouldn't have to pay property tax.
Right. Oh, and Brad says it's the New York water that makes pizza and bagels so good.
That's what I just
possible. Yeah, like I said, just Starbucks coffee. You know, you can't really get, you really tell the difference in what state you're in. Even if it's Starbucks, they use the same
They got
recipe.
that one river in New York area, I can't think of the name of it. It's the most polluted river in the United States. They found bodies in there.
Yeah, well, that's not where their water comes from.
How do you know?
Fortunately. They're
How do you know
drinking
where the
water.
water comes from?
Because
I think it might come from China.
they've imported everything else. No.
Everything comes from China.
Let's see. Carol Apostle says there are currently thousands of acres burning in northern Florida, specifically Jacksonville and Gainesville. Yeah, that's what they were showing on the news. They were showing those hot spots, and then farther south there was little bitty wildfires. Not, you know, but the ones up north were pretty good size. Racer Girl says they're taking Amtrak to the Grand Canyon soon. Oh, that'd be cool. We rode a train at the Grand Canyon, but it wasn't an Amtrak.
No, we went out there. I've been to Grand Canyon, I don't know, a couple, 3 times now. And I forget when we were out there, or why we were out there. Did we have the RV when we were out there? We was coming back? Maybe that's what
No,
it was.
we
were
stayed in a
coming back
hotel.
from California. We were, me and Linda, we're following each other coming back this way. She wanted to get her RV back to Florida. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Anyway, she went on down to Winslow, and we stayed at the Grand Canyon for, I think, a couple of nights. And we went, I said, I want to ride that train. I've never rode that train. And then I found out when we went to get the tickets that there's 2 kinds of tickets you can get. One was the, I don't know what you call it, but
A premium ticket. Put that
well,
way.
one of them was the upgraded car. What do they call that? Premium, whatever. You had a regular ticket to go coach. You had a coach ticket to take over, and then coming back, we was on the upgraded first class ticket coming back.
Yeah.
So we did both, going over and coming back. And the only difference I really noticed between the 2 was the interior of the first class coming back was like velvet furniture, kind of like inside and everything. And in the car we were in anyway, I assume all the cars were the same way. They had this free snack area where you got stuff, nothing big, but it was a free snack area of chips, corn, pop, that kind of stuff.
Candy bar, Coke.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that was the premium coach. So Deb JM says Jeff Bagels is at Southern Trace. Yes, it is at Southern Trace. And like I said, it was, it says open Wednesday the 22nd. And Thursday the 23rd is free bagels and spread. And for everyone, Friday the 24th, they have a prize wheel and giveaway. That's 3439 Wedgwood Lane, which is the Southern Trace Shopping Center. It's,
Wedgwood Line. That's up by
Wedgwood.
Huh?
Wedgwood, yeah.
That's not down there, or down there. That's up here at the shopping center.
It's at the shopping center in Southern Trace.
Yeah, I thought you said it was the new bagel place was down there.
No, it's like I said, that's where it's at.
Oh, I thought it was down there at Eastport.
Anyhow, the hours are 6:30 to 12 p.m. So they're doing breakfast. Okay, so
I've had bagels. I think one I had, I don't know what bagel I had. Some guy at work brought some in, and he had these little trays of things. And he said, he asked me if I wanted one. I thought it was a donut. That's what I thought. Because I'm across the driver's room. You gotta know there's like 20 drivers in here, and he's hey, Smitty, you want to? I said, well, you got a donut? He says, no. He said, bagel. You ever have a bagel? I said, I've never had one. I don't even know what it is. He said, well, it's kind of like a dried up donut. I said, okay. So he cut it in half. Was it cut in half, or did he? Anyway, the guy had half of one, He said, what do you want on it? I said, what should I have on it? I don't even know.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest part of it right there is what you put on it.
Well, he said, if you never had one before, he said, for that bagel, he called it something, had sesame seeds or something on it. He said, I'd say put some cream cheese on it. I said, okay. So I put some cream cheese on it and I ate it. And I said, well, it's okay. I wouldn't go back for seconds, but it was okay.
Well, fresh ones are a lot different, but yeah, and Diane West says, we just got a Jeff's Bagel Run here in Madison, Alabama, and they are the best. Well, I'm going to have to check them out because I've had a
Well, see, the
couple.
thing about bagels is like donuts. I think there's different types.
Yeah,
And
I
think
like the onion.
Well, I don't know what I had, but what I had looked like black sesame seeds sprinkled all over it.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Well, and it doesn't take long for them to get too stale for me. I mean, they have to be fresh.
From what I remember, they might taste better if they were stale. It'd have more of a texture to them.
Well, could be.
I don't know. What do I know?
Let me see.
I
Craig the
went,
Sailor
I went
says,
through life, and after a lifetime of work, 2 lifetimes of work and savings, this is what you end up with at the end of your life.
Brad
So,
Shea.
you know, what do I know, really?
Brad Shea says, I'm on it. Jeff's Bagel Run, Southern Trust Plaza.
What did you say?
He says he's on it. He's going to go try them. Yeah, let us know what you think.
Southern Shopping Center?
Yeah.
Okay. Let us know. You are the professional bagel tester guy.
J. Leaders, I hope everyone has a blessed and safe day. Remember, always praise the Lord, died on the cross for us. Hallelujah. Skip, see you soon on YouTube. Over and out. Nice meeting you, Mrs. Skip. Thank you, Jay.
What did I say? What did he say to me?
Hallelujah.
Huh?
Hallelujah, Skip. See you soon on YouTube. Okay. And Jay, you know, no offense, honey, but we try not to do politics or religion on the channel because it's such a it brings up so many different things that we really
That's
don't
her
want to
opinion.
deal with.
Jay, you have freedom of speech. I've always said it. That's what antagonizes people because I speak up the truth. Freedom of speech, it says you can say whatever you want, and your speech is protected because nobody wants you to say it, and you're the one that needs to be protected. So if you got something to say it. I may disagree with you, but you can say it.
Oh, and Kevin Jack says, have a great day, y'all. Have Prime and Ember with friends today. Enjoy it. I went down there Sunday. Judy and Linda and I went down and we had lunch at Yamas, the Mediterranean restaurant at the Hotel Eastport. Very good. Not a big menu, but what we had was very, very good. And so we haven't tried the Prime and Ember yet, but are they open for lunch? I said I never even thought to ask, but because that's usually when we go out to eat. We don't go in the evening. We usually go out at lunchtime. So
Poppy seed, that's what it is.
Poppy seed,
I had poppy
okay.
seed.
Okay. Rich A says, Racer Girl went to Vegas in 2001 before 9/11, took helicopter to Grand Canyon and landed on canyon floor, walked around. So beautiful. Yeah, that would be so cool. We haven't done the helicopter for one reason, because we were in Pigeon Forge, I think, one year, and we were going to take a helicopter to view all the sights that you could see around there. And when we went up to get the tickets, we'd been at a musical show of some kind. We went up to get the tickets, and they had a call that one of their helicopters had wrecked. It had come down, and they were talking about all the fatalities on that helicopter, and that kind of cured me right there. I didn't, for fun, I don't want to do it. But yeah, I bet that was a beautiful sight to see the bottom of the Grand Canyon.
Tammy says strawberry cream cheese on a plain bagel.
Oh,
is
yes.
good.
Yes. I'd eat strawberry cream cheese with a spoon.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
I would. Jay Leader says, later, everyone, have a beautiful, blessed day. Nice talking to y'all. Nice to hear from you, Jay. Brad Shea says, Hudson River, they have cleaned it up since the polluted days. Okay. Is that where they get their drinking water? I don't know.
People in the villages of Middleton need to stop drinking and driving in their golf carts. They know that. You're not going to do anything about it. I mean, they know that. Everybody in the world knows you don't drink and drive anything. But one thing I know about a drunk, they don't care. They'll just do what they want to do until they get caught. And how many times do they get caught? I just got a report in there I have to read where a guy's been caught 11 times and convicted of a DUI. And yet he goes to court, $500 bond, and they let him go.
Well, I tell you what, this week's been the week for wrecks. They've had a lot of accidents, a couple of fatalities. So,
Well, as villages gets bigger and new people move in, you're going to see these wrecks and things occur more and more and more.
well, and I don't think all of them were in the villages, but you know, I don't think all of them were in the villages.
I didn't say they're all in the
Yeah.
villages, but you're going to see more and more of them because as people from the north move down here and the more crowded our roads get into, let's face it, I mean, Florida's full of old people. Old people has restrictions. They don't want to admit it, but they do.
Yeah, let's see. Wrestler said, I hear the Amish Mafia has access to the best bagels.
I don't know, but I couldn't find the Amish Mafia. The last time we was up there, I missed the Amish Mafia by one day at that Amish restaurant.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I asked her about it. I said, "Is the Amish Mafia come in?" And she said, they were here yesterday.
It was the market.
Where?
It was vegetable stand.
Was it?
Yeah.
Somewhere. She said, but they come in here on average about once a week, once every other week, but we never know when. So I missed them.
And I don't know what you would have said to him if you just found him.
I'm going to get pictures taken with them, you know.
Oh, goodness. Tammy Ferguson, yeah, strawberry cream cheese on the plain bagel. Like I said, I'd eat it with a spoon. I love strawberry cream cheese. Oh, and Craig says Prime and Ember opens at 11, so they do lunch. Well, that's good to know. That's because I'm on good. I did like Eastport. You know, I'd not been down. I'd been by there several times, and before there was anything in there. And now that there's some stores there, I did like Eastport. I loved the hotel. The people were really nice because we went in the wrong door, and so they're showing us how to get out to the restaurant. And the people in the restaurant were super nice. Like I said, the menu wasn't real big, and if Skip would go there, I think he would have been probably situated with the Wagyu beef, the hamburger, which, you know, he'll do that anywhere he can't find something he likes.
If I can't find anything I like, I always get a burger and fries.
Well, and they have the Wagyu, so it would probably be pretty good.
Wagyu burger? Mm-hmm. Oh, so in other words, it's a pricey restaurant, too.
It wasn't any worse than anybody else.
That does say, that's not saying much.
Well, I mean, I think
that's like going to a Cadillac dealer and go, well, we're no more expensive than a Rolls Royce.
Well, for Wagyu, I think it was like $17.99.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
so
have
it
no
wasn't
idea.
bad.
I go to Burger King a lot. Actually, I don't.
No.
But I found out from Jose that down the road from where he lives, he said there's a Burger King down there. I ain't been to Burger King since like forever.
Really?
I told him, next time I come up, I said, lunch is on me. We're going to Burger King.
Well, I stopped and got a Coke there the other day.
Because anytime he picks a place to go have lunch, if they don't have rice and beans, we don't go there. And I am so sick of rice and beans.
I miss him. And I said, you guys don't have an excursion this week?
He hasn't said anything.
Oh, okay.
Usually if he's got a delivery down here somewhere, he'll text me and say, hey, you want to go and blah, blah, blah. And I usually go.
Yeah.
Because I got nothing else to do. So.
When you guys haven't picked a date to take Linda bowling. You know,
Well,
Jerry's leaving
as soon
early.
as my left hip starts to feel better, I'll do that.
Well, Jerry's leaving early. Did you know
that? I
that?
don't care about Jerry.
Well, I mean, he's not going to be able to make the luncheon because he's
what?
leaving. The lunch.
Oh, well,
Because he's leaving early.
Not everybody's going to make it anyway.
Well,
we can never make the lunch at the right time that everybody's here. There's always a certain group that's not here, doesn't feel good. I'm on a trip. I got a cruise. It's always something.
Oh, yeah. And
so you just make it. Who shows, chef shows. Who don't show, don't worry about it.
And we're going to have a good time. I know that.
Well, I know we will because there's going to be beer.
I don't think I will be on very long. Once Healthy Home Cooking gets back from an appointment, we will be going out for vegan sushi, celebrating his birthday today.
I've had my
it's today your birthday,
I've had
Wrestler.
my last of sushi. I almost threw up at the table. Ain't happening ever again.
Oh, okay. Today is Wrestler's birthday.
Ooh.
Wrestler.
How old is he?
Well, he didn't tell me how old he was. He just said
Well, he
today
retired
was.
a year ago, right?
Yeah.
So if he was, say, 55, so he's 56.
I don't know. That's not something I ask
I don't
people.
know how old they retire anymore. My grandpa always told me, work as long as you can, because you're going to need it. And I did. I worked until actually UPS kind of forced me out. But actually, truthfully, even to this day, I'm still working. I'm just doing it in a different way. What are you giving me a dirty look for? It's a fact. I'm still working.
I know.
Well, what are you giving me a dirty look for?
Well, because you were doing the
money
news
goes
every
in your
week.
account and you're giving me a dirty look?
Like I said, you were doing it weekly. Now you're doing it daily.
Yeah.
Will we ever be able to get away?
No.
That's why I gave you a dirty look.
Well, I don't know. I was thinking serious about taking a motor home for a couple weeks, go somewhere. Never know where to go. I don't really want to go anywhere. I've seen everything. In my lifetime, I've seen it all.
Yeah, well.
So I thought about going up north and seeing a scooter for a while. And there is a KOA campground in that town south of where Scooter, Bluffton.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a KOA there. And then I was thinking if we want to go up to Fort Wayne to see, Skippy, that's a little bit of a drive to go up there, then go all the way back. Because I have to take the motor home because I can't get a hotel room because we got Buddy.
Craig the Setter says, Skip, we missed you at Farmer's Market yesterday. Had a nice visit with Sue and Jose, though.
Well,
Yeah.
You ain't never going to have a good time with me at the farmer's market. You know why? I never go there.
Well, and next week's is last week. That's the last of the market is next week.
I don't go to farmer's markets. When's the last time I was down there?
We're not talking about down here.
What are you talking about?
Lady Lake Farmer's Market. Over there by the...
I've never been over there either.
No, you haven't. But like I said, next week's the last week. If you guys get a chance, everybody, let's go out there and give him a
What
good
is it, on
send-off.
Tuesday?
Tuesday. And then there till 1, I think, 1 or 2.
Well, what time do you guys get up to go to this thing?
Well, the other day I had a doctor's appointment, so I went to the doctor and then went out there yesterday.
See, that's the thing. I don't get up early.
Well, like I said, it goes until like 1 or 2.
I might try to get out there next Tuesday because, I really need to get out there. He supports me. I really need to go out there and support him too. So.
Oh, and then his new frappes?
I'm not drinking cold coffee. Jesus. This world has turned into a clown act. I swear to God.
It's like drinking a milkshake. It's
Everybody's
good.
wanting to give you cold shit. A cold coffee, give you a sushi. It's cold. Everything's cold. I don't like cold anything.
When it's 90 degrees out, that cold is pretty good.
Then I'll get a beer.
Out there in that field, they don't have trees out there.
Then I'll get a beer.
Anyhow, there's a guy next to him that sells hot dogs. What can I say?
He sells what?
Hot dogs.
Are they hot? You say that, but I'm telling you.
I didn't go
You
over
ate
and-
cold dogs. How do I know this guy ain't serving cold dogs?
I didn't go over and look.
Oh, so
but
you've
I
never
think
had
they
one.
are.
Does he have coney sauce? I really like coney sauce.
I didn't go look.
I mean, real coney sauce.
You know how I am. If I'd have looked, I'd have ate one. And I was trying to stay away from it because I didn't want to eat one.
Why not?
I just,
Do you think somehow by not eating that hot dog you're going to live forever?
no.
Well, then, I guess I don't get the point.
Well, let's see. Brad says New York City receives its drinking water from a vast 2,000 square mile watershed located upstate in the Hudson Valley
What's a
in
watershed?
Catskill.
What's a watershed? I don't know what that is.
And so with some sources as far as 125 miles north of the city.
So I don't know what a watershed is.
I think it's kind of like a dam. There's an area.
So it's
they're getting
like a
their-
reservoir.
Yeah. I think that's maybe like a reservoir.
Well, in Indiana, there was a lot of farms up there that had some of the best drinking water around. I mean, really, but they're very rare. A farm had a pond or something that had its own spring water that came up from the ground to keep it. And that spring water is cold and clear, and you almost don't even need a filter on it. Everybody did, but I don't think you really needed one.
When we were kids, we used to ride our bikes out to the place where the springs were.
Well, that's what makes Colorado, the state of Colorado, so popular because they have tons of snow melt and spring water, and they even have a big ton in the mountains. They don't talk about it much of, what do you call it when the water's naturally hot? Yeah. And people look for them because they like to soak in them for a lot of reasons. They say there's minerals in it. I don't know if there is. I would do it just because the water's hot.
Yeah, and I think there's I think I seen one of Tom's videos, and he went to one a big one in Idaho.
Yeah,
It's
I
got a big
don't want to
name.
go to a big one because they're
Yeah.
public and there's 100 people in there, and I don't want to sit in a cesspool with 100 people. I like to find one that's kind of hidden back around where you got to hike to get to it because nobody will go there because it's too far to go, and then I go there and I'm the only one there.
Oh, Wrestler says he thinks Burger King has a vegan burger.
I
that
could
Skip
care
could
less.
eat.
I could care less if they did.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Wrestler. I didn't know today was your birthday, but. And he says he's 59.
How many?
59.
Well, I was guessing 56. I wasn't sure.
Yeah. Oh, and Laura says, hello from suburban Chicago. Running errand for my closing next week. 70 degrees and sunny in suburban Chicago. Well, good for you, kiddo. I know I seen your thing the other day. You had 29 boxes, and you had 4 or 5 more
Laura?
to go. Huh?
Is that Laura?
Yeah,
She should be getting close.
she is, the 29th.
Well, you said she still had boxes.
She packed 29 boxes, and she had 5 or 6 more. I think they're going to pick up the boxes.
Oh, she's shipping them down here.
Yeah. But yeah, 70 degrees, that's pretty good in Chicago. And Rich A says, happy birthday, Wrestler. You can have my share of sushi. That's how Skip thinks too.
I never drink, not eating
I
that crap
went with
again.
Dalton once, and we went, he wanted sushi, and we went to that place that Skip used to work at.
I don't even know where that is.
Well, anyhow.
Well, the last time we was up there, yeah, because the chef in the kitchen paid for our food.
Yeah.
It was at Chinese place, lettuce wraps. The hell's the name of that place? They're all over Indiana.
Yeah, I know. And I can't think of it either. When I want it, I can't think of it.
Anyway, yeah, the lettuce wraps, I really like the lettuce wraps.
Yeah. And I said, Dalton wanted sushi, so that's where we went for the sushi. And he got different kinds, and he let me try different kinds. And like I said, the tuna wasn't bad. But yeah,
Was it hot?
was it hot? No.
That's right. So that's why I'm not ever eating it again,
Well,
ever.
Okay. Oh, Craig says, hi, Laura, we sign our closing on the house in Spokane Valley later today. Wow. Everything's
So he sold his house?
Yeah, evidently.
Okay.
Like I said, everything's running smooth for you guys. I'm hoping it continues.
Well, he's already here, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. He drove a motorhome down here.
Yeah. I seen him yesterday.
See her going up in that tree right there? Last year, it's the same thing. She'll wiggle up in there. It's tight when you get up in the center of that tree. She's got a nest up there.
Oh. Well, and I figured that's why she was hanging around up there.
No,
but-
she comes here every year.
Yeah.
And then the male will sit right there on the corner of that guy's gutter over there, and then he kind of guards everything.
Mm-hmm.
I find animals fascinating because they're predictable. Humans are not.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, Nicole, Craig and the sailor and Nicole said that they'd go have sushi with Wrestler.
Yeah, you guys go eat all that sushi and just leave me out of it.
Yeah, they were there about noon. So get off your duff and out of the house. Yeah, he might do that next week. Like I said, next week is the last week they're going to be there. And this week there wasn't as many vendors because it's getting to the end. And they were going to close sooner, but they continued it until the 28th. But yeah.
I want to go over there and do a skip you suck.
Okay, so, and like I said, it was later in the day when I got there because I had a doctor's appointment at 11:20. So when I got out of there, then that's when I went over there, so.
You notice the taller that tree gets over there, the more it gets the lean.
Which tree?
That tree. The taller it gets, the more it leans. You guys, the palm tree in the front
really?
yard.
Yeah.
You can't
I
hardly
never
miss
noticed
it.
that before. Huh. Well, I know he was going to have the people that did Jan's down on the corner, going to have them come up and look at his landscape because he's going to do something different. I don't know what, but they did really good job.
The thing is, around his house up there, he had a whole hedge of that green yellow thing.
Yeah.
He had a hedge of it. You notice it's all gone.
Yeah,
So the cold must have really killed his out.
probably.
And it's just like her over here, her Robellini's over here. They cut all the stuff off of it, and I keep watching them. And so far, I don't see any new growth.
That's the way the one back here. Like I said, they've got green on them. I just couldn't reach those leaves to cut the rest of them off. But the one in the
but
back.
you don't want to cut them all off because those brown leaves helps protect the green leaves in the middle. So as the green leaves come out, you slowly but surely cut the brown ones off. Like they just cut them over there yesterday.
Yeah.
Notice they left some brown on there.
I know, but if you look at most of them, they don't.
Then
They
from
clean
here,
them
he
up to
cut
the green.
everything off of those. He's got one that the green started to come out. The other one, there's nothing there.
Well, the one back there in between the bushes,
I hope it dies.
well, I don't see any green on it.
Good.
So it
I
may
hope
have.
it dies. I don't even want it there anymore.
Yeah. Do you think I should call Chano?
Huh?
I said, you think I should call Chano to get that?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
No.
That's what with me. I was kind
Is Chano still here?
of, huh?
Is Chano still here?
Well, yeah, Chano's still
Yeah, I
here.
don't know who's illegal and who got caught and who didn't.
He's still here, and quite a few of these people use him too. So.
I even asked Chano last time he was here. I said, "Hey, you want a beer?" He said, "Yeah." So I give him and his crew a beer. I know.
Oh, is that why he says, "Hey, Mr. Skip"?
See, the male sits there on that corner every day,
Yeah.
and he guards because she just went in there. But anyway,
Yeah, forget we're on. Yeah.
so he'd come here, and I said, "Here, I'll get you guys a beer," and I give them all a beer and everything. And we were trying to talk. He talks good English. The rest of them are kind of, you know. So as we're chatting, I said, "You never know, Chano. This could be our last beer together."
Yeah.
And I had my ice hat on as I'm talking to him.
Oh, and Craig the Setter says you can bring your warm beer with you, Skip.
My warm beer.
Yeah. You like everything warm.
Everything that's supposed to be, food is supposed to be warm when you eat it.
Oh my goodness.
Beer is supposed to be cold. Coffee is supposed to be hot.
Yeah. And Wrestler says vegan hot dogs are also available at Burger King.
Those are
yeah,
disgusting.
Wrestler, I've tried those. They're nasty. You know, I mean, I would like to stay vegan, but yeah, and I thought I'm a big hot dog person. I grew up with them. That was my favorite food. And the vegan, I just cannot stomach. So.
I swear all you people act like you come from California with all these weird thoughts.
Let's see.
California did that. They're the ones that started this vegan thing. You know why they started it? I know, because I was there when it was all going on. I know exactly why vegan got started.
Yeah.
You know why?
Why?
Why are you vegan?
I've told you a million times.
No, I don't listen
And I'm
to
not
you.
vegan.
Well, you said you was.
I try not to eat red meat.
No, you said I said you're vegan, and you keep saying you're vegan. Oh, I tried to stay vegan. You said a while ago, I tried to stay vegan.
Well, that's what I said. I try not.
So either you are or you ain't.
I try
Shit,
not to
or get
eat-
off the pot.
I try not to eat red meat. I'd eat
So
chicken.
anyway, vegan got started in California years ago because it was an animal act, cruelty to animal thing. This is when Betty White was all out there.
Oh, PETA.
God,
Another UPS truck.
Betty, I swear to God, you're retarded.
They're so used to him barking, they just wave. Oh, Laura says she enjoys a nice coffee in warm weather. I do too. Like I really did enjoy it. And BJ had something else. It was mango frappe, and she said it was pretty good too.
Well, that don't sound gay.
What?
Oh, well, a mango frappe.
Well, that's what. Jose's not serving smoothies. He's serving frappes.
Maybe I should wear my flowered hat when I go out there at Jose's and I ask for a mango frappe.
Well, anyhow, I wanted coffee, so that's why I got the frappe.
I want a hot dog. If he's got coney sauce next door.
Well, I said, I don't even know if they're going to be there. I said, because a lot of them didn't show up this week. But and I said, being the last week, they may not. The vegetable guy wasn't.
A lot of
hadn't
them
been
may
there.
not have showed up this week because they may have went home. They might have been snowbirds. Nobody says you got to be a resident here to go to that thing.
Well, no. But I mean the vendors. There wasn't a lot as many vendors
Some of them
there.
vendors may have been part-time vendors.
Yeah.
I mean,
But there's a guy that sells different kinds of cheeses. There's a lady that has cookies and breads and all kinds of goodies. I actually bought. There's a guy out there that has sausage that he makes. It's chicken sausage, and it is good. And there's a lady with jewelry. I mean, there's just odds and ends places out there. But like I said, there's just, as the day goes on, there's just less and less vendors out there. So that's why I said I don't know how many's going to be there Tuesday, but we're going to be there to support you, Jose.
I'll try.
Yep. Let's see.
I'm not driving. Just saying.
I know that. Catherine Jenkins says, Skip, you grew up north. We have lots of watersheds in Minnesota. Well, you know, Indiana,
But what is exactly is a watershed?
yeah, what exactly is,
That's all
because
I'm asking. I've never really heard that phrase before.
we always call them reservoirs.
Reservoirs or a well. I mean, on a farm we had our own well.
Yeah.
You have shallow wells, deep well. I mean, you know what I'm saying. A watershed. I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Thermal
Is that
spring.
just a reservoir? Here we have retention ponds.
Yeah.
So, got me.
A watershed is an area of land that channels rainfall and snowmelt to creeks, streams, and rivers, and eventually to outflow points like reservoirs or the ocean. Okay.
Well, technically, then I guess everything out west is a watershed because all their water there usually comes from the snow melt on the mountains.
Okay. Well, you know, it's like a ditch that sends the water to different
God,
places.
we sound so rednecky. Ditch.
Oh, well.
We had a ditch.
We had a ditch. Oh, thank you, Racer Girl. Yeah. Frank says they say 60 is the new 40.
What?
He said they say 60 is the new 40.
I believe that. I mean,
I would love to be 60 again.
yeah, me too. I believe that because I know when Dad retired, the truth of it is every generation is supposed to be better than the last. My dad retired at 55 years old from General Motors. I remember that like it was yesterday. I didn't retire till I was
62
62 and a half.
and a half.
I wanted to work till I was 65, but UPS wouldn't let me do that. So technically he retired way before I did. And he always lived a pretty good life. Mom was a penny pincher. So I swear if you didn't know Mom, just thinking back, and if you was just talking to Dad and took everything he said to heart, you would think Dad was always struggling a little bit. Watching, he shuts the lights off at night, keep from running the electric bill up.
Yeah.
You know, they were always like that. And then when we passed away, we find out he had $100,000 in a bank account. Basically, that was his whole life savings, but he had that in the house.
Yeah.
So Dad had money, but I don't know if Dad even knew he had money, truthfully.
You know, he didn't handle the banking.
It's just like, I'm the same way. Somebody asked me one time, said, well, how much extra cash do you think you have in your bank account? You better ask Sue. I have no idea what's in the bank account. I know I can give you a lot of estimates of what I think is in there. But as far
a FedEx truck. They all make their run about the same time of day. They're between 12 and 2.
buddy, God.
And P.F. Chang's, yes, Craig, that's what it was.
Yeah, P.F.
The lettuce
Chang's.
wraps at P.F. Chang's.
That was it. I like
son
P.F. Chang's.
was the chef there for a while, and his girlfriend still works there. But he was a chef there for a while, and so every time we went up there, we went up there, and his
The head
his
chef
manager,
in the kitchen.
yeah,
Manager, whatever she
his
was back
manager
there.
always comped our last time I was up there last September. Same thing. We went in there, and she paid for dinner. Bless her heart.
I never met the girl. I have no. Well, I guess it was a girl. I don't even know.
Yes, it was.
But, yeah, and they bought our dinner. Buddy, I swear to God.
Wrestlers is my favorite vegan sushi is sweet potato. Yeah, I seen you guys order that, and I never had sweet potato before. They normally fry the sweet potato spears first before they put it in a sushi roll. They are warm. Yummy. Yeah. Yeah, and Jerry says, are you sure Scooter's your grandson, Skip? He eats sushi. He's just like our son. Our son taught him
I
that.
can guarantee you my son taught him that.
Yeah, because he's a foodie, but like I say, he worked at P.F. Chang for years, and he was a chef there, and so he made a lot of that. He made the lettuce wraps. There's why they were so good. But everything he cooks, I think, is pretty good. He started out making hot dog spaghetti when he was a kid. Yeah, he wanted to show me how good he could cook. And he made spaghetti with hot dogs chopped up in it. Bless his heart. Tammy says, I'm not a fan of sushi. You can get food poisoning if it is old or not handled right. Yeah, you got to be careful. I mean, I wouldn't
cold food has germs on it.
I would not buy grocery store sushi.
And when you're in a buffet where we were at, that's where the sushi was at. How do I know how many people went up there and sneezed on it or whatever?
Okay. Rester says he always liked the avocado and the mango rolls. I've never had avocado either, but I'd probably like those because I like avocado.
I like the ones that had the fried shrimp on it. There was none.
There was.
Except on the other end of the buffet.
Yeah.
They come out there with a big thing of, and the shrimp at this place, I will say, was better than most shrimps. It was whole shrimp, not the diced up shrimp where they make it to, you know, it was whole shrimp and it was deep fried and some kind of a little bit of a batter on it,
Oh,
not
you're making me
much.
hungry.
Oh my God, yeah, you took a bite of it and the shrimp just snapped right off. Oh, it was so good.
Craig the Setter says, I have never had food poisoning from sushi, but then again, I don't eat grocery store sushi either. That's right, I would not eat grocery store sushi. Some of these you find at the Wawa.
Wawa!
Wawa or places like that, yeah, I wouldn't eat it.
Yeah,
So,
by the way, if any of you are drug addicts and you like to buy some drugs, I recommend go to your local Wawa.
oh,
Seems
and
like that's where all the drug addicts go.
Jamie Person said, I just soon eat a sponge rather than tofu. It's nasty. Well, with tofu, it doesn't have any taste, and it all amounts to what you put on it. I don't mind the barbecue. They've got, they even have cauliflower with barbecue sauce on it. They have it at some of the restaurants down here. I know World of Beer has it, and I think Cody's have it. It's an appetizer, but I like it. I think it's good. And the tofu is the same way. It's what you put on it. Tofu really has no taste to it. So if you're a textural person like Skip, you wouldn't like it because he doesn't like tofu because of being gummy.
No.
But like I said, I like if I put different sauces on it, and I make a lot of red, green, and yellow bell peppers with onion and mushroom and zucchini and that kind of thing, and I put balsamic vinegar on it. I love it that way. You know, add a little cheese, you're in heaven. Let's see, Colleen TNC, we're having hot dogs and sauerkraut tonight for dinner. Oh, that'd be wonderful, Colleen.
I like sauerkraut. Well, it was not too sour. Yeah, my grandma made it. I told you that. She used to make sauerkraut.
Well, I know, but I've got some sauerkraut in there, but I've never
it's a
fixed
stuff you
it.
buy at the store. It ain't gonna be like grandma's. I know
Well,
that.
no, it's not going to be like Grandma's.
Well,
no.
that's what I'm saying.
I made
Most
my
of
own
the stuff
too,
you buy at
but
the store, it's got too much sour, not enough kraut.
okay. Well, I said I always eat when I make hot dogs and sauerkraut. I make it for myself because I never thought you liked it. So, 55 years, people, we still don't know. Rester says the best fish sushi is from gas station pickup stores. It tends to boost your immune system due to all the bacteria you get from it.
See, he says that, but there's a
That's
guy
true.
here that told me, I think it was a 7-Eleven. He said, I don't make it a habit. He said, but it's a treat that I get once in a while for myself. I don't drink beer. So if I get a hole-in-one, I go to 7-Eleven and I buy the sushi tray in there, in the freezer department, I guess. I don't even know. And I'm thinking to myself, after eating that don't even sound good to me.
But I said that's scary because now most bigger stores have some kind of a food safety protocol, but in those filling stations, you don't know.
Well, the filling station doesn't do that. The filling station contracts a company to come in there and keep them shelves full, like your potato chip thing. The filling station don't own that potato chip truck. They contract Frito-Lay or whoever to come in there and fill that thing up. So I don't know where that sushi's coming from.
That's why I said I'm kind of leery of that. But P.F. Chang's, yeah.
I'd go to P.F. Chang's.
Yeah.
I would, but in a
Like I
heartbeat.
said, that's where I had it from.
Matter of fact, remember for a long time down at Brownwood, that place on the corner there that was empty for the longest time. I don't know what's in there now.
Harvest.
Harvest.
Mm-hmm.
There was talk that P.F. Chang was in talks with the developer about putting a P.F. Chang's in there. I was for it because I'll go to P.F. Chang's. Yeah. And then whatever happened, it was announced that P.F. Chang's pulled out. So
It said there wasn't enough parking.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. They pulled out, and that was the end of that.
Yeah. Hello from Mark and Terry Spann in Texas. We hope to meet you during our lifestyle stay in May. Boy, everybody's coming in May, I'm telling you.
Are you a Patreon member? Because if you are, I'll see you at the members' lunch.
Yeah. Don't know, they didn't say when in May, but.
Well, if they're a Patreon member, I made a video. It's on there.
Okay. Catherine Jameson said, I can't imagine eating sushi from a gas station or convenience store. Yeah, it's just, I mean, they're probably okay. It's just one of those things that just don't feel right.
Have you ever went to a Speedway gas station in Ohio or any place up there and walked over and looked at the hot dogs in the hot dog machine?
They're about big around as a pencil.
Well, they're probably better today. I don't know, but back in the day, I can remember looking at them going, that one looks like it's been there since yesterday.
Oh, Bad Karma says to Skip like his iced oatmeal cookies hot. He probably would, but I never make them. I always buy
What's that?
them. Your iced oatmeal cookies?
Let me repeat myself once again. You're not listening to me. I like the food that's supposed to be hot to be hot.
Well,
And there are some foods in this world we're selling as cold that should never be cold because they were never meant to be cold, and coffee is one of them.
That's just
We invented cold coffee. I don't know why or who did.
that's the rules according to Skip.
Yes, that's a rule. I'm going to start a YouTube channel called The World According to Skip.
They kind of get that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the mayor of Wildwood. That's something that's been on my mind for a while. You know, he announced twice now that he was going to retire, not running for re-election. He changed his mind 2 or 3 times. And once again, who the hell is that?
That's Jose. Hey.
Look what
Hey,
you've done to my
Jose.
dog.
Yeah, buddy loves Jose.
Relax. Let me turn the camera off.
Yeah. Say hey. Yes. That's my Jose.
Do you worry about that adapter on
I
your...
stopped 2 times to see if it's there.
Oh, I was going to say, I'd worry about that.
Because some of the multimodal are so bad, like jumping. I'm like, oh, let me stop to check my camera.
Yeah, because if that falls off, you're dead in the water, really.
Yeah, but it didn't.
Yeah.
So
Let me go get another mic.
Well, I have one.
Oh,
It ain't connected to my thing, is it?
No.
Oh, I didn't think so.
Yeah.
Buddy,
Let's see.
yeah, please. Oh my God. Hey, buddy.
Oh, yeah, Tammy, he was out there at the farmer's market where Jose was, and he had the links and he had the patties. And he was also selling chicken, but he was selling the chicken sausage, and I really like the chicken sausage.
I like it too.
Yeah, I think with the spices he's got in it and everything, it's pretty good.
Guys, good.
Yeah, and I said if you wanna cook it up, crumble it up, and use it in other dishes, you know, or put it on your salad or what have you, it's just got enough taste to it.
It's very tasty.
Yeah, it's really, really good. But
Let me get my camera off the car.
okay. Let's see. Yeah, you use your well for drinking water and washing your car. Had to get that in there, didn't you? How's it? There, Rustler. Oh yeah, and Craig, yeah, he says I have yet to wash my car down here because of we're on restrictions.
What's he doing?
He said he hasn't washed his car down here because of the water restrictions. Yeah, I go to the car wash.
You go to the
anyhow.
car wash.
Yeah, you go to the car, and they are restricted, but not as much as we
But they
are.
recycle their water.
Yeah, that's why I said they're not as much we.
Well, and the deal is, what do you pay a year for your card? $100 a year or something like that?
It's $22 a month if you use it that month.
I thought you bought it about a year. And then you said I can go through it as many times as I want to.
No, it's a monthly fee. And I said, if you don't go in there in that month, they don't charge you. But if you can go in there 20 times a month, and it's still the same price.
That's what I said. So you pay a fee, and then you go through there as many times as you want to.
Right.
I thought they charge you no matter what.
No, they don't if you don't go in there.
That's
Yeah.
a good deal.
Buddy, what do you want?
Because otherwise, you know. But yeah, sometimes I go in there 2 or 3
Salud.
times a week. Yeah, there's the Jose.
I got to get that camera turned too, because
No, I'll do
you
it.
can't see Jose.
You want me to just check your phone like this?
I can't do the phone and open my beer at the same time. I am not multitasking.
Okay.
Wait a minute, I'm waiting.
Let me see.
It has
Can you see Sue?
Well, there's a delay here somewhere because I don't.
Oh,
I don't see
I'm not
anything.
even still there. Oh man, it takes a long. Now I'm just giving
Wait
me
a
the
minute.
beer.
You know, there I'm giving you. See how much of a delay that is?
Yeah, like a minute.
That's
yeah.
a
Yeah,
lot.
mine's the same way.
Oh my God, that's not life at all.
It
That's
kind of
kind of life.
Yeah, and Tammy says, Skip, your dad was a Great Depression child. Yeah, you know, and that's why his mom had a grocery room,
Oh, I need
my
to
mom
fix it for Sue.
had the garage, and she had cases
Let me put Sue. back
cases
in.
of vegetables in there because they weren't on a farm. And I said that when the food got tight, that's what I'd do. I'd go back to the farm. You know, I never had to worry about going to the store for
Hopefully
anything.
Sue will be soon in the
Yeah,
picture.
give it a minute or two.
Yeah.
By
MK
next
and Mitch
Wednesday
says
we'll be fine.
water reservoirs in Utah, and we use that water to water our yards. Yes, they charge for that, and we will not be watering every day this summer with the little to no snowfall this
Jesus Christ.
winter. And that's kind of what we
know.
have
I'm about
here.
to-
We have
know.
potable water and non-potable water. And I said, that's why some of your bricks look nasty, because some of the water that waters your yard comes out of the reservoir or the ponds around here.
They're
And when they
pretty
get
good
down
right
low,
there.
it does get
That's
that black
it.
monkey stuff.
I'm not important.
Yeah.
You're really not.
I need to ask a favor. I really do, but I need to ask a favor to your audience. I was checking my YouTube channel yesterday,
Yeah.
and you know how YouTube have all these requirements. So you want to go live or all kinds of shit that you have to get like your ID and your phone thing. Remember when we did that? So mine says that my next milestone is when I cross 50 subscribers, and I'm at 46.
Oh, okay.
And that will unlock God knows what, so I can edit videos or do stuff. And you know, I told you I'm about to start doing the videos. It's barely any videos there. So if anybody that has not subscribed to my channel, you go to my website, jose.coffee, and there's the link to the channel.
What's the name of your
It's the same thing, Jose Coffee.
so your YouTube channel's name is Jose
Coffee. Yeah.
One word.
One word.
So it's www. I'm just telling you, I know the website. www.youtube.com/.
Jose Coffee.
Jose Coffee, take you right there.
Yeah, but if
I'll put that in the description box
but,
on this video.
But if it's too difficult, if you go to my website, jose.coffee, where you order coffee, there's one section with all my social media links, and you click the YouTube, and it takes you to my YouTube channel.
See, that's the business side coming out of him. You see what he just did there? Me having a business, I know what he just done.
Well,
He gets you
okay,
to go to the
guys.
website, because the website is where you order coffee.
No, just click on the subscription.
Yeah. Yeah.
YouTube is so
Subscribe
weird.
to Jose. He's got lots to say.
Yeah, the thing-
Jose.coffee.
Yeah, the thing is that with the YouTube requirements,
They
they
change
send me
them.
an email. Hey, you did this last year. Now you need to do this, or you qualify for
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
And then it says your next unlock feature requires 50 or 100 subscribers.
Right.
All right.
When you get to 1,000 subscribers,
Yeah.
that's when everything's opens up. You do nothing more after that.
Well, I don't know that, but I
Well-
need to get at least to the first 100.
You've got enough video that you should get
Oh.
1,000 subscribers fairly quick.
I already, I'm working on the I need to switch the editing computer, because the one I have is okay, but to edit videos, you know, you need power, you need storage, you need memory. So I have one in my flight simulator, but this is the funny part. You hear that shit? You hear that noise? Stop doing that.
What's that?
You're just like an old man. This
Your
shit,
chair's
like-
squeaking.
Yeah, it's squeaking. You don't hear it?
No, I don't hear it.
Turn your volume up. Like
I don't have my hearing aids.
That's
Yeah,
why.
somebody told him last week
it's
that was
squeaking.
annoying.
I'm going, what the hell is that noise?
I know.
Yeah.
People complain about it all the time. The more they complain, the more I squeeze.
That
So-
and Buddy chewing on that.
Yeah, but Buddy's fine.
Yeah, but
He's
like I
he's
said, he
a-
makes
Oh,
noise.
it's okay
chewing
if
on
he
that.
makes noise.
No problem. It's you.
Anyhow, guys, Jose.coffee, not Jose.com.
No, Jose.
You run into a different Jose's Coffee on there. Just Jose.coffee, and then he'll have the link to his
YouTube channel.
YouTube channel on there.
Yeah.
So
I want to be
let's
like
get him
Skip
over
when I
his,
grow up. When I grow up, I want to be like Skip.
let's
What,
get him over
speak
his
English?
goal.
No, that's not gonna happen.
No, let's see.
I came here because I have a delivery. I have a coffee delivery.
You
to
have a
make.
coffee
On
delivery?
the way to, you know where Judy's rental is? Lake Denham, Lake whatever.
Yeah.
Over the way there.
Oh, Judy's
So
in chitty chatting.
I was thinking, like, this guy is available. We go do that. And on the way back, we can go to Hooters and eat.
Hooters?
Yeah, we're gonna pass Hooters.
I'm always in for Hooters.
Well, that's
Okay.
I invited you and you pay.
That's right. It's his turn.
You're,
Why?
It's his
why do you
turn.
keep calling me a Jew?
I don't know. It's my tooth. It doesn't
Yeah.
allow me.
Last week we went to Seafood Shack and you paid. That's
All
it's
right.
his turn.
Usually, man, think he pay my lunch. That's
Yeah.
the least I can do.
Yeah. Well,
Well, I've
you get
never
him out
been
of
there
my hair.
before, wherever you took me. I don't even know how in the hell we even got there, truthfully. You
You
went.
know how annoying that shit is? Stop moving that chair. I'm pretty sure that's annoying to everybody
It
on the
is.
channel.
I
It
hope
is. They
so.
keep
And now
telling
we
us
have
about
two
it.
mics next to a stupid chair.
I hope so. That's the only way you can get them
Or
to.
get some WD-40.
That's the only way you can get them to comment down there. Is you have to make them mad. Then they comment. If you're
Oh,
doing things,
everybody's
if you're
commenting
doing
right
things that's
now.
passive, nobody comments about anything.
Oh, my
but if
goodness.
you say anything that's derogatory, they start commenting. Which you know on YouTube, when you make comments, you get credit for that.
Okay. Oh, wait, you
Yeah.
comment. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. So if everybody out there is a Republican, I should talk about how great the Democrats are. See, that's how you get things going. I'm just letting you in on some inside shit because everybody around here does it. That's called clickbait.
Rester says when we visited in Florida, we actually tried the vegetable sushi at Publix. They had a sushi chef there making it fresh.
Yeah,
It was actually decent, not something out of,
Well, it's public. It's not.
not enough to go out of the way for, but
But
it was
if you
decent.
wait until today, it's $5. Wednesday at Publix, you can buy sushi for $5.
Oh,
You can
okay.
have mine.
Well, I seen
You
it.
want yours?
I seen it at Sam's Club yesterday. I was looking at theirs and I thought, no, I'm not. I don't like it that well. But you can get.
What?
Craig the Sailor says you can get the fried shrimp, cooked shrimp, and other fish in your sushi.
I went to Kumo like Monday, I think, and I had it's very cheap, like $13.75 or something.
Yeah.
Which one?
The one by
The one that we
Hooters.
took Rester to.
Oh,
one by
okay.
Hooters.
Yeah, that's nice.
And that's where
place.
they had the sweet potato
Yeah.
sushi, and he says I've never had that before, but sounds good. I like sweet
I
potatoes.
mean, for $14 plus, I only want water and of course the tip, the server.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very large meal for a lunch. You know, it's a lot of food for $14,
Yeah.
and it's what I like. I order like the steak, and they cook it. You say medium, and they cook it exactly medium, and I like that. And,
Well, I was trying to think somebody
Well, you
today
got
had.
a cook that knows what he's doing.
yeah,
There's so many of 'em.
they but those Japanese people there, they know. They know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Isn't there another Cuomo somewhere around here that's the same people, but they got another one?
No,
No.
they're gonna. I think what I
there's
heard.
a Sakura.
Well, that's
Oh.
a different people. That's the one we have at home that we went, and then the one by where you crashed,
Yeah.
Colony, I think. But no, I heard that the Kumo people are gonna open something in Middleton with a different name.
Oh, cool.
That's what I know it's going there, but I'm not 100% sure it's the same people. I mean owners, but that's what I heard like a year ago.
Well, I just think once they get all those stores open, it will be standing room only. I mean, there was a lot of people down there the other day, and they
Where?
don't have a lot open yet.
Middleton. Oh, that's yeah.
But it was a Sunday too. But there was people setting up chairs on the sidewalk at like 3 in the
the
afternoon.
Publix is coming already being built. I saw that.
The what?
Publix at Middleton. Like,
Yeah.
that's been built.
Well, and I like the hotel and the restaurant there. I like Yamas. I just know, I know that it had a very limited menu for most people.
Really?
Um,
I wonder if they still opening. You know what I mean? Like they start small and keep adding.
I think they will. I think they will. I've tried the restaurant at the hotel there in Lake Sumter, and I tell you what, every time I go there, there's just a few things I can't get around.
Wrestler said you just hit 55 subscribers.
Oh,
did?
good.
That's what he said, yeah.
Thank you. I know I had like 45 or something.
Yeah, I think people will help you out, but they got to know where to go. That's the hard part.
Well, I told them how to get
Well, I
there.
know, but trust me when I tell you that some people, they don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
So if they went to YouTube, let's say, and just typed in Jose Coffee, would anything come up?
Yeah, my website. Let me show
So,
you. Let me-
okay,
let me show you
in
right
your
now.
description box below your videos, is your website in there?
No, it's on. It's a little box. Let me show you what. I'm gonna show it here. This is here.
Okay.
It's a little box that says social media links, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, like that. Watch that.
Here.
Watch. This
Yeah.
is what I mean.
Yeah, listen, type your web address in here.
Okay, I will
Yeah.
do that. But let me show you what it looks like. Let me show them what it looks like.
Yeah, you do that. Show me what it
This
looks
is
like.
what it looks like. And then you can hit any of those on
talking
the
dirty
YouTube
again.
channel. It's
Please
ready
show
to
me what
go.
it looks like.
You want to show? Hold on. Let me cover it. Let me show you what it looks like. So
Oh, and Lavinia Allen wants to know your opinion on the best house coffee maker.
it depends how you want to brew it.
Mr. Coffee?
No. No. That's a fast no.
Yeah.
For me, an espresso machine. But that's for people might be a little more difficult.
Well, we've got a Breville.
No, but he had it for years and years.
Yeah.
And I don't know, to this day, it amazes me how he knows how to use it.
Because I'm such a classy guy.
Yeah, sure.
He still don't, but that's why you make it most of the time.
But it all comes down to two things. How involved you want to be in the process and what kind of brewing you like. If you like a very large cup of coffee that lasts you 2 hours while you read the whole newspaper, that's probably more like a Mr. Coffee, believe it or not, or at least a mocha pot. You know what a mocha pot is? The key will be to use fresh coffee, no matter what. But if you want to to me, the best coffee brewing method is espresso, but because you can brew anything with that.
Is there a brand that you like more than others?
I will go with the Breville that you
Breville,
have.
okay.
I have Breville still at home. I have maybe 4. My son has one. There are different ones. His should be right now at current market pricing about $600. If you go check it out, but it's an all-in-one machine. Very easy to use once you figure it out. Linda's friend, neighbor, Jim. The moment when we did the guy that, unfortunately, he has cancer. Like, he lives very close to Linda, and he went to the birthday party. So he wanted my coffee, and he did. And he asked me to what kind of the same question. And when he told me how he wanted it, I sent him a Breville that can do like a Mr. Coffee type, but it has a grinder. And you can program it saying, at 6 in the morning, I want this coffee done. And it will grind your coffee fresh, and it will brew it.
Oh.
And he loved that machine. So.
Okay. And that was a
Breville.
it was a Breville. Okay.
One thing that I'll say about the Breville, or however you pronounce that, Breville, I don't know,
I call it Breville.
is however they're built. Man, they're incredibly well built.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had that thing for 10
Yeah.
years, and I've never had to do anything.
Yeah, there's only just one drawback with it. The reason I can't use it is because I can't pack the
Yeah, the temper
coffee
part. Yeah.
down in
Well,
it.
they
but
got a thing for doing that.
Normal people.
There's ways around that. Even the Breville did a new version that is called the Auto Temp, and it will do that for you.
Oh, okay.
It will actually, or it has a little, like a big level,
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
will do that for you.
Yeah, and that would work. But like I said, just, I ain't got the strength of a piss ant, so I couldn't get it in there to where the coffee would stay. When the water
Yeah,
ran
yeah.
through, it would all come out. So
If you like like you have visitors, or you like 8 cups of coffee, I would suggest, I don't know how to put the link on that. I'm gonna find the name here. I'm gonna mention it. The one that Jim has, I had 2 of those, but I have it for testing. I bought it used.
Okay.
To me, it's a good brewing machine. Like, number 1, you use whole beans. Start with that part. And number 2, you can program it how much coffee you want at the time you want it, and the machine will do it by itself.
Yeah.
Don't forget to put the carafe underneath, because you have a very nice kitchen.
and I think the beans, grinding the beans, I think makes all the difference
Yeah,
in the world.
fresh beans.
It really does, and they have to be fresh
Jerry
beans.
says you need to post some videos because it's been 5 months.
I haven't posted nothing.
Yeah.
I want to. This is what.
Do you know that YouTube will take you down if you don't
No,
post
you just send me something about one of those.
Probably posting a video.
Yeah.
No, it was about, you need to do some checks, like put your ID and do your Facebook, your phone face. They want to see who you are. Something that I did, he said, you're about this to expire because you need to do this. That's when I start checking, you're only 1 click away from this nail level. I'm going, I need to do that. So,
Yeah. Well, now you can.
yeah. So basically, based on what Wrestler said, I have 61 subscribers. It's working.
You have more because I haven't subscribed yet either.
It's working. Thank you very much.
Yeah. They'll do it if they just know where to go.
Yeah.
Now I do have, he knows, I have probably close to 5 terabytes of raw material for the channel.
So you got plenty of video.
Yeah, I actually did one now.
Oh, and Colleen TNC said there's another Jose Coffee with 4 subscribers. Clearly not the right Jose. No, like I said, if you go to
there's only one Senor Jose.
if you go to Jose.com, it's a Jose out of California.
You see how YouTube.
You just do Jose.coffee.
It's at
That's all you need to do.
Jose.coffee. You see?
Right.
That's the channel, the YouTube, whatever link.
Right.
Or that's the same name. He said YouTube is exactly the same as my website, with the little ampersand. No ampersand, the whatever. It's at Jose.coffee. That's a YouTube.
At Jose.coffee.
Yeah, that's a YouTube thing.
There you go.
Just make sure you post a video once in a while. It ain't got to be a long video.
No,
2 or 3 minute video.
I'm gonna post again. Let me explain what I want.
I hope that answered your question, Lavinia. That,
Yeah,
we all prefer the Breville. So.
Oh, he'll get around to it.
No, I'll get there.
Yeah.
DeLong is another good brand, and another type of machine that I know.
Another type what?
Machine.
How you spell that?
MAS. So that 2 subscribers from you asked me and they bought it. I think Tammy is one of those, Tammy and Brian, and I don't know who else. They bought the long is called the Magnifica Evo. that's what is called you will love that machine because that's the kind of machine with the press of a button you say give me a cappuccino and it will do it
Oh yeah, I'd like that.
all the way from grinding the beans
Yeah.
to the milk.
Should I get one of them?
Yeah.
If for her, yes. She
I don't want
deserves-
two machines. I want one machine.
No, but the
to
cool
do
part,
everything.
No, the cool part about those, the long. This is when I switched from Breville. What he has, what Craig and Nicole had, is an espresso machine. You need to be involved. What Tammy and Brian have, or Mark, which he placed an order as what's driving here, it's called a super automatic machine. And basically what that does is with the press of a button, I want an espresso, and you just wait for it. You don't have nothing to do.
Well, that's why I like the Keurig so much because all I do is just
Well, but
press a button.
the Keurig is more like a brewing, like a Mr. Coffee in a capsule.
Yeah.
This is machines that can do really good espresso or really good lattes or cappuccinos. So you don't have to
What
do
are
anything.
you? What kind of man are you?
Man, I haven't reached that
Are you an
level.
espresso guy?
Espresso. Yeah.
Yeah. The stronger the better.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
and Craig the Sailor says, by the way, everyone, Jose's new frappes are incredible,
They were there just
and everyone should start bugging him about putting his mango
Why did you start
frappe on the
selling gay
menu.
drinks?
yesterday.
BJ and Nicole and I think it should be standard.
It's
It
funny.
is amazing.
You know what happened to Craig? Last week he tried the frappe for the first time. So Nicole ordered first a caramel one, and I done it. So I gave, and he said, "Oh, I just want a regular one. I don't know." So I did his. Oh, and another one caramel. I gave it to him. Oh, so this is so delicious, right? So they're drinking, sitting next to me, and suddenly I realized.
You got a table up there?
No, there's a table for the farmers market has a table. So the funny part is, I look at my espresso machine and his coffee is still in the machine. So he's trying a delicious milkshake. He has no coffee. I'm going, Craig, that does
No
not-
wonder it was so good, right?
It's very good. He said, let me do it again. Why? Your coffee's here. I forgot to put it in the drink.
Well, I know BJ had, she said it was really good, but she had a
Oh
freeze.
my goodness, I got
It
so
was so
scared.
cold.
You know what happened yesterday? You didn't try it, right? The mango thing?
I didn't try the mango now.
I have a secret menu where I have pina coladas and mango in my thing, right? So BJ said, "Oh,
You
I
got
want
pina coladas in
Yeah, I
there?
have it.
Oh, next
No
time, that's
rum,
fine.
Yeah, bring your own rum. I can do that. But anyways, so I gave her a mango. You were there,
Yeah.
and she go, "Oh my God, this is so good." But she took a big thing.
Yeah. She's
And
big
suddenly,
gulp.
yeah, suddenly I see her like going down.
Yeah, she was bending
I'm
over.
going, "Are you okay?"
You mean like passing out, going
No,
down?
no passing out. She told me she felt like she was having a heart attack. I'm going, "What's wrong with you?" And you had the same reaction with your frappe.
Yeah,
a
it
smaller
was
one.
so cold.
The problem is these drinks are very cold. You are very hot, your body's very hot, and suddenly you drink that shit like big, and you're cooling down fast. And that's what happened. Sue had the same reaction, but she didn't drink that much like she did.
Always remember here,
Here?
you're dealing with old people that don't know they're old.
Yeah. You know what I need? To put them a smaller straw. Like I gave it a bigger straw,
There
and
you
that's
go.
too much.
Oh,
I need to put a smaller one.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna give a bigger straw to these people.
Give them a small
Well, you
straw.
know,
Yeah.
People get brain freeze all the time
Yes.
when they drink a milkshake or something like that, and it kind of hit me
I've
right
never
here.
had that.
And I
That's
think-
another
I
thing.
get brain freeze.
Brain
And I
freeze.
think BJ too. So
See, I think I'm weird. I've never had a headache in my life.
BJ,
Yeah,
by
you're
the
weird.
way, she's here or not, I sent her, remember we are talking about that wood piece that she's working on? I sent her the pictures and the dimensions. I think it's
Oh,
gonna
cool.
work. I took it apart and it's bendable. It's metal, but I think, remember that plate that she showed me is kind of concave? I think it's gonna be able to.
oh,
fit
that'd
in
be
there.
cool.
Yeah,
That'll look really, really good.
She offered me like she's a woodworker, like a really high-end woodworker.
Who are we talking about?
BJ.
BJ.
Oh, okay.
And she showed me pieces of tables of thousands of dollars. Like she put a lot of effort. So she brought me some samples to put a little sign on the truck. And I have my sister gave me a metal thing that with my logo. I thought, oh, I think it's gonna work well, and I sent it to her.
Up in the attic up
Let me
back
get that
there,
Breville link.
Um,
I'm gonna
when
post
I
it
worked
here.
at Gentry's Cabinets on my lunch hour, sometimes I would tinker around because I could. I made a custom checkerboard for the camper, actually. I made a table out of it. And mounted in that table is I believe it's 4, one in every corner, silver dollars that my grandfather gave me that date back to something like 1825, 6, 7, something like that.
Yeah.
And it's up in the attic.
I was going to say, isn't that up in the attic? I mean, I was going to say, isn't it up in the attic?
Yeah, it's up
Yeah.
in the attic. I've never really figured out where I could put that. I always thought the lanai would be a good place to make a little table out of that and a couple of chairs for guys to come over and if you wanted to play checkers. But
I'm gonna put the link, but this is the Breville machine I was talking about. It's basically called the Breville Grind Control, and it goes from 0 to drinks by itself, and you can program like hour and time and the day of the week. I'm gonna put the link of this machine.
Okay. And Barbara, hey, Barbara, wants to know how's Kevin, Karen, and Linda. Well, Kevin was on here a little while ago, and they had reservations at the new restaurant down in Eastport, Prime and Ember.
yeah, I
That's the
talked to
one.
Kevin last night on the phone, and he enlightened me on exactly what food he's going to be cooking for the members' lunch. So
Okay.
I got that from him.
Okay.
And what is it?
But they're doing okay. I don't think they have
Um,
changed realtors, so I'm hoping they get a sale pretty soon.
I hope they do. I know they posted, right? Hey, we changed to this person.
Yeah, and I think they're
Isn't
good.
that a recommendation you guys made? That changed the realtor? I think I think you did that. You told them that either you did it or somebody you knew that they had to change realtors to get to sell the house.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to because not all realtors are equal. I'm just telling you what I know. I don't care who they work for. Some realtors have the right contacts, the right personality, and I'll say the realtor you want, basically, even here in the villages, you want a young person that's got 9 kids and he's asshole deep in debt. That's the guy that's going to sell your house.
Well, they changed to the Popes, in which the
I
Popes
know.
has sold a lot in this neighborhood.
But one of the most
They sold that one.
But one of the most knowledgeable realtors that Sue and I actually talked to, they named a street after her, Dredendorf, whatever her name was.
By the way, I'm commenting and I put the link. What you see in the comments, that's my YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
I'm subscribed to you from my YouTube channel.
Let's see, and as far as I know, Kevin, Karen doing okay. They have changed realtors, but I don't think they've sold yet. Linda's doing good. We had her birthday party. Me and Linda and Judy went to the Eastport Hotel and went to the new Mediterranean restaurant there for her birthday Sunday, and we were going to Miss Kathy's Cotillion, but something happened. We didn't get to go there, so we're going to do that some other time. But yeah, she's doing okay. Mark Berry says,
Tell everybody, Jose, while you're sitting here, how well did I take that sushi that we ate over there?
He throw up.
I almost threw up.
We have it on video. You posted it?
and then part of
No,
it's in his,
I sent it to you.
yeah.
you did?
Yeah, you saw it? Like he almost threw up eating a little piece of shit.
Well, I said part of it's in his head.
No, all of it is
Yeah,
in his.
well.
Because that shit's cooked. He said, oh, it's raw. No. What you're eating is cooked.
No.
It's just cold.
No.
But you can have that
No.
hot. You can microwave that. Like,
As soon as I bit into that raw meat, I knew it was not cooked.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Mark Berry says, I used the Barista Express.
yeah.
Impressed with auto tamper thingy.
Remember, the Impress, they came out with that model maybe a year and a half ago. The cool part about that one is the one that has that little level, and it will tell you, like when you're grinding or you're putting the amount of coffee, it tells you it's enough, or you're too much, or you need more.
Okay.
That's the cool part about that technology.
So, Barista Express.
Yeah,
okay.
it's the same machine he has. Express is the series, right? So they got from his is probably the basic. I had that one. And they keep going. They have one with what you call it, like a touchscreen, but it's the same machine. It's just a touchscreen, and you can say the name of the drink. But the Impress, the one he mentioned, that one will guide you through the tamping process in order to get a good
Oh,
espresso.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, well, Breville's got different layers if
Oh,
you go.
yeah.
But my point is about the Breville, and I don't know that much about any of them, but I've had that thing for, God, since I've been here, and I've been here 14 years, and I had it before this, and I have never had a problem.
No. If some people have problems, but most are related to the proper maintenance. Like any coffee machine, especially espresso ones, they have a guide how to keep them maintenance-wise. If your water is bad, let's start with that part. Especially if you have hard water, that's gonna clog the machine because when you heat up water with metal, it becomes what you call a calcium base, or I don't remember the exact name. It will
Yeah.
clog the machine and pretty much break it. But there are procedures to keep that. Even a curry machine, it will tell you to descale and
Right.
and do it. If you follow
I use the
maintenance-
pills
yeah, you
because
can
they're
use,
easier.
Yeah, don't use vinegar. Technically, you can. You can mix vinegar with water, and before people use it, and even Breville machines, the old ones, the one I had in the manual, it said you can use vinegar solution. But the problem with that is if you don't clean it good after, you're gonna taste coffee with vinegar.
Ah.
So
Yeah, that's what I've always been
buy
afraid of.
buy any. You don't have to buy the Breville brand. There are plenty of descaling solutions in the market.
Okay.
Even simple citric
Well, and I
acid.
have distilled water.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
never put it in my coffee pots, but
yeah. It's a matter of making sure the machine is well maintained.
Mark
Okay.
Berry says he uses the Barista Express. Did we already talk about this?
Yeah.
yeah.
He said he's impressed with the auto
Yeah,
temper
that's
thing.
what I told her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I
that's
don't
something
have
I would
that.
need, yeah.
No.
Because I said, just don't have the oomph to get that coffee in there tight enough. Laura says, I need to go contact my village water bill reading department. They sent me an email saying my final water bill is $180, which is 6 times higher than normal. I was warned this might happen.
This happens in the villages all the time. People complain about water bills, how it went up all of a sudden, and this and that. And I can only tell you that in a lot of situations,
they do
it can be a misreading because they changed the water meters to the automatic reader thing, as I don't trust them anyway. But there for a long time, they come to find out it wasn't the water, it's your house. That your toilet at night has a slight leak in it and you don't hear it. We had one, didn't hear it. And then one day I got to looking at a toilet because Sue said she thought she heard it kick on once or twice. And when you look in the back of your toilet, you see that little round thing. It's a water saver thing. The water barely goes over the top of that and drains down that. And then every so often it keeps coming on, keeps coming on. It's either that or your automatic water sprinklers are going off and you're running them way too long. And that's running your water bills up. And remember, here in the villages, we're under a level 3 water shortage thing where you can only water your yard now 1 day a week. One.
Yeah.
And they're looking. I know some of these community watch guys, I know them personally, and they're telling me they're writing reports up and turning them in. If they see, what's the hours that we say, midnight to 4 in the morning or something?
Yeah, and then, let's see. It's midnight to 8.
Oh, the restrictions?
I forget now. I
change
forget.
it.
It's like 4 hours in the evening, 4 hours in,
You can only water your yard once. So you have like
Yeah.
2 different times you could set,
right.
but you only can use them once.
After 8 o'clock at night and before,
In other words,
4
8 to
in the morning.
midnight, you can pick a time in there, right?
Yeah.
And then that's it, no more. And then there's another one, midnight to 4,
I think.
and you could water there once. Now you can't do both of them. You're only supposed to do one. So don't get it confused. If you're confused, call because they're going to send you a letter. They're going to send you a fine because they're going to be strict about it.
Yeah.
Golf courses aren't even allowed to water anymore. They can only water the greens a certain time. They can only water fairways even stricter. The roughs now are never going to get watered. So you're going to see the golf course really start to look like crap.
And then if they think it's to the point that it could be damaged, then they'll shut them down.
They'll shut them down.
So
and they've
you'll
been
see
shutting
it-
golf courses down. But go watch that realtor guy. He's telling you that they're shutting golf courses down because they're getting ready to sell everything because of the bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Morons.
Yeah. And I don't understand, Laura, why would you have a village water bill if you're renting? You're not here yet, are you?
Who are you talking about?
Laura Lampy. And she says her village water bill.
She's already here.
I don't
I
know.
don't
I
think so. I
thought
don't
she
think
wasn't
she's
coming
supposed to get
down
here
to.
till the
She
29th.
posted yesterday she packed like 50 boxes and I don't know how many.
Yeah. That's what I said. She's ready because I said she's only got another week. She'll be here.
I'm gonna
but-
tell you this.
Yeah, but it says my final water bill.
What's that?
Laura Lampy says I need to go contact the village water bill reading department. They just sent me an email saying my final water
No.
bill is $180. But she's not even here. So how could it be?
Careful.
Maybe she's stuck.
Hold
Maybe she-
on. I saw this online.
A
There's
scam?
There's a scam going on.
Oh.
So there's 2 scams. One with that department, and believe me, the other one with the ARC. Some people submitted a roofing ARC application, and suddenly they got an email, very official looking email, saying everything is good to go. We just need $4,000 to process the application.
Ah.
Which, by the way, is
Scams.
free. Let's start with that part.
Okay.
Yeah, these
yeah.
scams are
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
more
Be careful with that.
sophisticated. You really got to be careful with them. You know, don't answer them. I got scammed, and that's how I lost my RV channel. I answered an email
Yeah.
that I should never have answered, and that's when I lost it.
Yeah.
So,
But whatever the
so when
case,
somebody
Laura,
sends me something, and I get a lot of them out there, and I don't know who you are. I really don't know who you are. That when you're saying we want to sponsor your channel, we want to do this, we want to have we want to do a thing where you get together and talk about products and whatever. I usually send it back or I delete them right away. I don't answer them. I don't do any of that because I'm not taking a chance on getting hacked ever again. So if you want to sponsor a channel, there's a certain way to do it. You contact me through my email, leave your phone number, and I'm going to call you. That's the only way I'm going to do it. I don't trust people anymore, and so
Yeah.
that's the way it's going to have to be done. That's why I don't have very many sponsors, because the sponsors that I do have, if you ever notice, I know them, and I know who they are. And there's only one way that I do it, so that's it.
oh, and Craig said that was an awesome caramel milkshake.
Yeah.
Since you
Caramel
forgot to put the
milkshake.
coffee
Yeah,
in
because
it.
I forgot the coffee.
Oh,
So,
Yeah,
because he said, oh, it's so good tasting, going, the coffee's here.
yeah, okay.
Oh, by the way, I noticed somebody posted the Breville's are pricey. Every machine, the Longi, Breville, they're pricey, but you don't have to spend that much money. A simple mocha pot that costs about 20, 30 bucks will brew you a nice cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Then you need
And I said, and I change Breville's practically every 1 or 2 years.
Yeah.
They'll quit, something will quit working on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, those others they're more expensive, but they last forever.
And Breville is an Australian company, you know that?
yeah, I think I paid like $600 some for that
About-
machine when I
yeah, the
bought it.
Express has maintained the price in the $500 to $600 range.
Yeah, it
The-
didn't.
Not the Impress. That one is, I think that was probably close to $800.
And I'm trying to think, Breville, ain't that Italian?
Australian.
Oh, it is Australian?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know.
Yeah.
At least it's not China.
No, it's not China. I have worked on my Express. I have to change what is called the solenoid valve and the water pump. They're easy to work. And most of the components are okay. You know, they were built. For
Well, and Greg the Sailor says their espresso machine is over a
yeah.
decade old, and it's
And
still
Breville
awesome.
did something about, I want to say maybe 3 years ago. They acquired a very well-known grinder company called Barazza. I have one of those grinders. By doing that, one of the flaws or people complaining about the Breville grinders is the quality of the grind, right? So they bought this company that makes really good grinders. Now they're integrating that technology into the newer models. So the grinding is better.
Yeah.
Laura says she's getting to the villages April 29th. I thought it was in May, but apparently not.
No,
Oh,
April
talking
29th.
about the water bill, just to give you a perspective. I've been here, in November will be 5 years. My water bill is probably exactly the same since I moved. Of course, it changes if you do more lawn irrigation. In my case, because it's the same water, we don't have, like here, you get your lawn water from something else. But what I mean is, if you see a big fluctuation in that moment, then you need to question. But remember, it's included in the amenities fees bill. So it's gonna be like 200 and something, but 200 is the amenities fees. And then you get the water and maybe the trash. By the time you get up to the water part, it's like 50 bucks.
Right,
So
right.
Barbara Ebner says those Breville machines are pricey.
they are.
They are pricey, but you know
They're good.
they last for such a long time.
They're good.
Yeah.
And also, you don't need to spend $1. When you come to the villages, just call me, come over and visit me. We'll go to Jose's house and he'll make us coffee for free.
Yeah, I can do that. You go to my home, you make it all the way to the historic site.
A Medicare guru says, Skip, what is the make and model of your shoes? They look comfy.
My shoes,
Yeah.
you're asking the wrong
Skechers.
person. I do not shop.
Same as mine, but mine looks
They're
better.
Skechers.
Yeah. You know, I have
yeah.
this. These are the ones that you put your feet
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
I
that's
have,
what
I have
those
that
are.
version too.
Yeah, I don't like them.
I like them. I'm lazy.
When I walk, the heel hits first. When I walk,
That's what they
always.
should do.
Remember
That-
last
that-
time
that
we
is
went at
you.
Nate, you raised hell about it. You said, you walk funny. I keep hearing this noise.
yeah. But
Yeah.
it's you, not a shoe.
Well, I do have another one in there. They're black. Those
We
fit
have a store
better.
here. I like that. We have one in Orlando. You can buy them online, but it's better to go to the store. in my
I like
opinion.
to see, you know,
Yeah,
I went
I'm
to the
testing,
store
I'm testing,
because I wanted to see what they were.
They-
And I said, the black pair that I bought, They were a size too big.
Well, I remember I wanted this particular one, and I walk into a store and I try it. I told the lady, I don't like the way they feel. And they said, what are you looking for? This feel. We said, okay, forget about that wall. Like, you are on the wrong wall. Go there.
Right,
And
because
she
they
was
have
right.
walking
Yeah,
shoes.
yeah.
They've got running shoes. You know, it's all just because you don't tie, it doesn't mean it's a brand name. It's
And
something
it's
else.
golf cart accessible, by the way.
Yeah.
Barbara says, days away, Laura, since you first started the countdown. Remember? And I do remember that. She's 159 days,
Yeah.
158 days.
Like she was in jail doing that little, you know, when you go in jail, you put the little thing.
Yeah.
She says, I feel like I know you already.
Yeah. Oh, and Racer Girl says Jose's pumpkin frappe was delicious.
Who had that? I don't remember. That.
Racer Girl.
Oh, she did. And somebody yesterday
What did
had
Racer Girl
one.
do?
The
She had his
pumpkin.
pumpkin frappe.
I did a pumpkin frappe for her.
Man, you're really putting out some
Very
nice
good.
women
Very
coffees.
good.
Yeah.
Women are these big spenders. I need to attract them.
Hey,
And it's nice
if
to
you-
have a
never showed up.
choice.
You know what? I told you what happened to the fruit guy, right? Because he's in a no-show for 3 weeks in a row.
Uh-huh.
For some reason, everybody comes to my coffee. You know where the fruit guy is? What the hell I know? I don't even know him.
who?
The farmer's market, there's a guy that sells fruits and vegetables. And she goes for the tomatoes.
She
and
was
whatever.
telling me about a guy next door to you that sells hot dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Does he have coney sauce?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you know what coney sauce is?
No idea.
Okay.
I eat onions only. That's it.
Well, there's a lot of versions of coney sauce, but I like the original coney sauce. Reason why I asked.
Well, his wife is Hawaiian. He's Puerto Rican. So I don't know.
Well, of course he is.
No, but you know, the fruit. So the lady from the market was interviewing me for next season, asking me a question. I asked her, what happened to this guy? He quit? She said, no. He got sick and he got into the hospital.
Yeah. And
That's
that's
why-
the same guy that's up in Brownwood
Yes.
on Saturday. Yeah.
Yes. And he said, oh my God.
What happened?
So he was no show.
He
But I
got
mean,
sick.
what did he get sick from?
I
You mean like heart attack
I
sick,
don't
or are
know.
we talking
when
like?
you go to a hospital, that's not a cough.
No,
It's
well,
a big
no,
thing.
it's that's what I'm wondering.
Serious.
So,
And this guy is very consistent showing up to sell.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like he's a very consistent vendor.
Yeah.
And you asking me a few times, a lot of people asking me, and I finally asked, and the poor guy got sick. I went to.
Oh, that's a shame. But nice, you know, that's the guy that Skippy bought the grocery bag full of cilantro from. He's a heck of a
Salesman.
yeah, a salesman. He really is. And I said, when it gets down to his last,
what did he buy?
he bought a grocery bag full of cilantro.
Oh, I remember that. He bought a grocery bag so
Who
big,
did?
it
You
looked
did?
like no. My boy did.
My son.
He's a
Oh, your
chef.
son.
Yeah.
He thinks of himself as a chef.
Yeah.
And he bought I seen this thing and I said, Jesus, are you feeding cows? I mean, it was like a bag this
big
big
bunch.
of
That was a grocery
cilantro.
bag. Yeah, yeah.
I
But
love
he was
cilantro.
making guacamole,
Yeah.
and I
You
love
need
his
a lot
guacamole.
of avocados with
But
that
he
much
says he's
cilantro.
got to have the cilantro for it, you know.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I can eat it either way, but he had to
Yeah.
have the cilantro. And I said, this
Or
guy
you can
talked
do
him into a
with
whole bag.
cilantro, you get Italian parsley and you mix half and half, chop. You can do chimichurri sauce for steaks, like Argentinian chimichurri. But you need olive oil and red wine vinegar too. It's very easy to make.
Well, like I said, he's a heck of a salesman, but shame he's sick. But I said he's up here on Saturdays. He's up here at the Brownwood Market. So.
Oh, I know I wanted to say this. So the video series I'm working, my channel, I'm gonna split it at least in 3 segments. Number 1, coffee, duh, right? And by mean is when people ask me how you brew this or do a demo or that. Number 2, the mini truck, the POS one. I have a whole bunch of videos from the moment I purchased that truck and all the build out. I wanna do a series so people know how it happened. Especially for people that want to do one,
yeah,
because
yeah.
I didn't have that. I have bits and pieces from people, but a series. Like, oh, this
Oh,
is
and
the
I
next-
remember when you first pulled in the,
Yeah.
in the driveway and Skip
Yeah.
looked at. That's how I got the POS
Yeah.
Oh,
one.
I
Right.
remember.
Oh.
Sitting here watching you come around the corner because he called and said, I got something I want to show you. And so I'm sitting out here and I go, look at this piece of shit.
and this is it.
So that's POS one.
And
Yeah.
it has a track. And the third part is gonna be I want to do my own golf cart series, but I want to do it from the golf cart perspective. Like a lot of people do drones, but only you have wings or a helicopter. You're not gonna see the villages like that. I want to show you the villages the way you
We
would.
used to show it, yeah.
Well,
From the ground.
From where you're gonna be
Right.
sitting on. So I'm doing narrations. Oh, this is from here to Spanish Springs or to Walmart, so people have an idea what's going on.
Yeah. Bye, wrestler. He's got to go.
Where
Well-
he's retired. Where he's going? To eat what? Vegetables?
Yeah.
He's celebrating his birthday today.
It's a birthday?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, congratulations. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah. They're going to a vegan restaurant somewhere.
Oh, then a vegan cake? An animal cake? I don't know.
I'm old
I
school.
think all cakes are vegan, is it?
I grew up in truck stops, so I'm old school. This vegan thing to me is just totally.
Get an ice cream cake.
I just think it's
That's
stupid.
actually vegan, right? Or some nearby. I don't know.
You
Let's
know,
see.
when her mother was dying, they all talk about all this stuff for health reasons. When she was dying, what did she want before she died? And you went and got one.
Chocolate cake.
A chocolate
Yeah.
cake.
She was diabetic, so I
Makes
got.
Doesn't
no
matter.
difference.
Well,
Who
I
cares?
got
Even if
one
it had
that was
sugar in it, it made
sugar-free.
no difference.
If
She
you're
wasn't
dying,
leaving the
who
hospital
gives
to
a-
start
like-
with.
Even I'm telling you, you know my story about the 70-year mark. Once I cross that mark, there's not a single doctor that's gonna tell me what to do.
Well,
I don't give a shit. Like I'm gonna eat whatever, you know.
Well,
70,
y'all do
above
it.
70, I'm going nuts.
you
My
know what
doctor
Skip
told
says?
me
You
a long
always
time ago
do what
that-
makes you sleep
That
better
the
at night.
doctor's goal is to get you to the age of 80. 80 now is like the new death age, I guess. I don't know.
Everybody drop that.
I guess. And he's always telling me also. Now, this coming from a doctor that had a pack of Camels
Of course.
in his
Smoking,
shirt pocket.
yeah.
And he's talking about you shouldn't drink any more than maybe one glass of wine a week. I said, well, that ain't happening. He said, but I'll cut you some slack that you can have a couple of beers. I said, a day? He said, no, a week.
Oh my God.
That ain't happening. And then they say,
Time to change the doctor.
and they said, because of your cholesterol or whatever it was, we want to cut out all caffeine, all caffeine. I said, what does that mean? He said, no chocolate. And he starts giving me this list. I said, well, what about iced tea? He said, unless you have a decaf iced tea.
What? I mean, no
Yeah.
caffeine.
So I'm looking, and what they're doing is they're taking all the stuff that I eat and drink, they want to take it
remember.
all away.
Yesterday we were talking about food. Remember when BJ had that incident and she scanned the bottle and some app she has and everything is bad.
Yeah,
Like-
it was Bob's list or something. Yeah.
She has an app. You scan the barcode and it tells you if it's good or bad for you, the food that you're eating. And this is how I know. I don't have to scan anything. If it tastes really good, it's really bad.
Pretty much.
If it tastes like awesome, it's really bad for
Right.
you.
Oh, my
if it
goodness.
tastes like shit, it's super healthy.
It's probably good for you.
Yeah, and very expensive.
Yeah, it's like eating cardboard
so
boxes.
do a half and half.
You guys are crazy. I just do what feels right to me.
All I know is
everything in
when the
moderation
day comes that
works.
I'm dead, I want to be able to lay there dead and think to myself, I know you can't think when you're dead, but I'm just saying, I'm just saying to know that, well, I
Even
had a
we
good
don't know
life
that.
and I've ate
You
some
know
good
that.
food.
Yeah.
You want
That's
some beer?
it.
Want some beer? Want some beer? No.
He might. You never
I
know.
know.
He would.
He's crazy enough.
I know.
Let's see. Louise Hustek says, hello from Michigan. It's nice and warm here today. Good for you, kiddo.
At least today's not
Jerry
Porch
says
Settin.
restricting long irrigation to once a week on designated days. I do remember that.
Yeah.
Watering is allowed only from 12:01 a.m. to 4 a.m. or you have a choice, not both, a choice of 8 p.m. to 11:59 p.m. on designated days and hand watering before 8 a.m. or 6 p.m. So that's it. That's where we're at today. And
You
the community watch guys are keeping an
Yeah,
eye
they're
for
keeping
that.
track. You know, my neighbor across the street, that she's already been on the paper because of mattresses and stuff.
Buddy?
The
Buddy.
other day, I went to. I always take
Buddy.
baby out around 5:30 or so in the. Come here, in the morning. And so I took baby out, and I see she has a manual. You know, the one you plug, you put to your hose, the water. You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
old ones, right? On at least when I get out. She had that shit on until 3 p.m. I'm going. It's not even not make any sense. When it's sunny, that water's going nowhere.
Yeah.
Like
Am I in your way?
kind of. So
Oh, well, and
she's like, "Why are you like?"
I know.
I know it's not. I know she forgot, but around 11, I see people coming in and out of the home. She's looking at that. Turn it off. You know, like they don't
it's
care.
kind of one of those
Yes.
to you, you know.
Patrick
do
and
what I
Danny
want.
says, hello, Skip and Sue, watching you all the way from Canada.
Hey,
Those ain't the
Patrick.
ones that we met from Canada the other day, is it?
No, Steve and Michelle, and I think they're here till the end of the month.
Oh, okay.
I gave him your email. I think he was going to email
Done.
you.
My email is in the bottom of in the description box
In
of
the bottom of the link.
everything.
Yeah.
That seems to be the problem is people don't know how to find
Are
the
you
description
changing your
box.
Gmail? I got something about you changing your Gmail, something. I got it, I think, on page and say, soon you will receive email from using this email. And it's it's about Skip and whatever, but it's not the one.
Well, one of my other channels that I'm using to save videos on for hacking in case
Yeah,
it
okay.
happens, well, Brad Shea now is the manager of that channel.
Okay.
It's the one that says Skip, the Village of Skip and Sue.
Yeah, I know which one.
Okay, so you might be getting something from that because
Okay. I didn't get an email. I think, I don't know where. It says, soon you will be getting from this YouTuber, whatever, email using this account. And it's something like you, whatever, at Gmail. Like, it's not the grumpy one that you always use.
that's the only email I use on here.
No, but so probably it's that.
Maybe it's
probably
a,
that channel.
or maybe it's a
Skip and
scam.
Sue.
Maybe, no, that's the
I
same
don't-
email even on the other channels.
Well, I'll find it. I'll show it to you.
Yeah. Well, like I said, there is a weirdo that's
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
Krusty the Clown or something.
Crusty, Rusty.
Yeah, yeah. Always,
Yeah.
Don't pay attention to that shit. Stupid
Yeah.
idiots. Like,
Either that or somebody
okay.
is goofing around. I don't know. I mean,
Tammy Ferguson says Jose knows where the money is. The ladies.
yeah.
There you go.
I'm gonna make a lot of lady drinks.
Oh, Craig the says, okay, all, I got to go. I hope you all have a great week. We're getting toward the end here, so.
Are we?
And Jerry
Holy
put your email up there, or
Yeah.
so
Gmail.
where are we going?
We're going to, I don't know, Lake Dinham or Lake Dinham.
Who we delivering coffee to?
She's a subscriber from you. Her name is Tony. She's a very close friend.
Tony?
Tony. She's a very close friend with Razor Girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
You know those houses?
She's a party animal.
Which one? Razor Girl?
Tony. Both of them, actually.
Yeah, both are. But you know that area that's, what's the name? It starts with an E. Enclave? Like these are big homes. Like,
Uh-huh.
where you have to drive a lot.
I know
to
what
get
you're
there.
talking about, yeah.
I think that's where she lives.
Oh, okay.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's where she lives.
Oh, okay.
From here, it's like 40 minutes by golf cart.
Oh, Mimi Al says, goodbye, everyone. Sue and Skip, thank you for always bringing joy. You're such a fun guest. I always enjoy your visits, Jose.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, that help out with
Yes,
the
yes.
subscribers.
I haven't got time for the goodies here, but y'all just look in your paper or go to
And don't forget to subscribe to Jose's channel and get him going.
They did.
districtgov.org, and they'll have everything that's going on there. So, but
I'm gonna
have a
load
nice weekend.
at least one video this week so they know I'm doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
What
That's
is
just
that? Finally, I'm getting a roof in my home. From the 2024 hurricanes, my insurance paid a month and a half ago. Can you believe
Wow.
that? and
Took
finally,
the
I'm
time.
getting, you know who's installing the roof? Francisco, the guy that did yours.
The guy I need an interpreter
I hired-
for?
I don't need to. We speak Spanish. We don't need.
I know
that.
you do.
Yeah. You
He's,
don't
he's
need
the
an
one doing
interpreter.
it. He's the one
Oh.
doing it. Right.
He seemed like he's an okay
He gave me a
guy.
really nice price.
I just wanted to make sure that when I talked to somebody about something that they understood what I was saying, and I'm not sure
Yeah.
he would have understood me.
He's a very cool guy.
Okay. Anyhow, I guess we're done for
From
today.
Ocala, right? If I remember
I
right.
think so.
Buddy?
Look at this guy. Hey, buddy, come here. Hey, come
I,
here.
I think
So,
he's from
um,
Ocala.
Come here. Come here. Here.
Okay. Thank you, Marcia.
Are we done?
I think we're done.
Okay.
See y'all on the other side.
Thank you, everybody.
Love ya.
Bye bye.